Well, hello, everybody. We're back, but this time we're back in Hutchinson, Kansas, with the Newton Sluggin Rebels, our visitors to the Hutch Monarchs, and with me I got Gerard, and we're going to talk about this game a little. But we got to revisit the last night's game, which was everything was great for 6 innings, and it's like I could say I'm trying to be nice about the bottom fell out, and where the Monarchs scored 15 runs in an inning, but it's a new day. And I know you brought it up, so the whole about the pride thing and everything else.
Yep, I mean that's basically what you got to do in that situation. I mean, just move on. Act like that just did not happen.
Right.
It's going to be tough to move on from that. I mean, especially for some of the pitchers that came in and relieved. But you just got to get through that and just say, hey, new opponent. I mean, same opponent, but different mind state at this point. And now you're facing them against their home field against a great crowd right now at Hobart Detter Field. And, I mean, I also want to bring up that, we talked a little, and we are going to be hosting Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to have the first round of the playoffs playing against, it looks like Hayesville, and winner of that same night, then you play Cheney. But we are hosting the first round.
So it'll be exciting as now we got the DH for us, Caleb Hill. It's been awesome for us so far. He's pretty new.
Yeah, he's done a good job for us and knows how to get on base. Good eye makes the pitcher work.
The pitcher is Dakota Palmer, who's from I can't think of it right now. It's
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston. There we go. As Caleb Hill hits that one up to the shortstop, and
whoa,
that'll be a error thrown into the Rebels dugout.
Definitely a break.
Yep, and that'll be a
that's pretty short-handed.
Thrown ball over, and I think he was going to be safe no matter what on that play. I think he looked like
he's a Thornhill.
Thornhill, yeah.
He was sitting there, and I think he just kind of was going to take his regular routine. And then he saw how fast because Hill doesn't look like he's a real fast guy, but he is.
Especially at a DH spot, you want that speed.
Right.
Now we got Ethan Guerra playing the 2-hole. Man on second after that double right there.
You got Dakota Palmer's the lefty, and the switch hitting Guerra batting right.
Looks at ball number 1.
It's going to be interesting to see what Guerra's going to do here. If you can see, you can see up here a little better. He's pretty close to the plate.
Caleb at second. Another low ball right there. Yeah, there's a big change of appearance. Now we kind of got to peer over to see where the ball is, and it's a lot closer. Looks a lot better on stream. So he looks at strike number 1.
Yeah, 3 fastballs so far.
2-1 the count.
Guerra's been struggling at his usual self as a hitter that we saw, but I think a lot of it just putting a lot of pressure on himself also.
As Guerra smacks this one towards the third baseman, and that'll hold up Hill at second. And man, you can really hear the crack of the bat on that one.
Yeah, you could hear that.
That was loud. So that's going to be out number 1.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 7.
Unfortunately, Hill's still at second. You'd hope try to get him over to third.
So now we got Gerard up. He's playing third today. Guerrero playing short.
Gerard hitting 280.
So next at a high ball. 1-0.
And yesterday, Gerard was 2 for 3, or 2 for 4. He had had an RBI and a double.
Gerard.
Oh, nice play, nice backhand.
Second baseman, and that'll be a out by. That was made by the second baseman. That was Cade Clemens on that one.
Yeah, that's one of those plays. If you look, if Hill got to third, that would have been. I'm sure that would have been a run in right there. Just little things like that we've been struggling with. And it shows, especially in the close games.
Now we got Connor Owens playing cleanup. He's playing first base today, as always.
Owens hitting 253, 95 at-bats, 24 hits.
So he watches that low one. Called for a ball.
It's one thing about Owens. You know, I was watching him in the cage. He was working hard. He's definitely a competitor.
Looks at strike number 1, 1-1.
Showing some patience, though. They're Connor Owens from Eastern Oklahoma State, from Rough, Oklahoma.
Owens will foul that one back. So now it's 1-2. Owens looking to, like you always say, he's trying to get a better start right now. Hill at second, takes off. Owens, nice hit in between the third and shortstop, and Hill will score off that.
Great call and everything. You got the runner going, you got the defense moving, and a base hit there. That was by Owens, RBI.
That base hit sponsored by Central National Bank of Noon. That was a great hit by Owens and great decision for a hit and run by Hill.
Well, that was a great call by Coach. Just get something going right now. You know, it's just, you know, what do we got to lose? I mean, it's kind of that attitude. And,
yeah.
and you got Hill running, and that definitely changes the defense.
Clark Henry playing left field today, up to the plate.
Clark Henry.
Strike number 1.
He was our Bethel College player of the game yesterday. Henry hitting 286. Been here a week. He's 4 for 14.
So he swings and misses on that one. Strike. Actually, it might be fouled back.
It was an interesting talk, though, wasn't it? I mean, with yesterday, you learned a lot about
just gotta
Mr. Henry and his family and where he's from. And
0-2 count. 2 outs for Henry. Looks at a high ball, 1-2.
Henry, originally from Houston, Texas. Good friend of Gerard growing up.
Yeah, look at that one for ball number 2. Great layoff so far by Henry right here, 2-2.
Got the 2s across there. Triple 2s.
Palmer. The pitch.
Oh,
Gets that one fouled off by.
Yeah, it's just behind that.
Clark.
You can see that was a good pitch, too. He just got a little too deep.
Still 2-2. Man on first.
Palmer, he's 1-1, 20 innings with a 4.0 ERA. Like you said, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, same Houston State. They've got several players from there. And they've had that pipeline going for a few years now.
Clark.
Whoa, that was close.
Great layoff by Clark right there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be ball number 3, and we got a full count.
It's hard to tell here, you know,
Kinda
compared to where
all
we're
the balls
used to.
all the pitches that we think are down the middle that are balls, we're just chalking them up as low.
But different angle.
Yeah, but now it's a full count. You know, check swing at that one, and that'll be a walk. Great at bat from Clark right there.
Yeah, he did battle on that.
Facing an 0-2 count and looks at 4 straight balls. Great eye.
Well, and the thing is, though, to get a starting pitcher to pitch some balls, especially when it's hot out, 100 degrees out here.
Yep.
I know you were outside today, right, mowing the lawn?
Yeah, that was actually yesterday I was, so I was pretty tired yesterday. It's a hot one. Now we got Micah Dvorak up to the plate.
Dvorak hitting 323.
So it's a great at bat to have, especially last couple games when he came in as a sub pinch hitter.
He is, I'll tell you, when he hits the ball hard and uses the field, he's really dangerous.
And on second and first. Ford kind of just chops at that one. That'll be popped up to the left field. And they'll make the play right there. Now in the inning for the Newton Sluggin Rebels. And just like yesterday, we're up 1-0 after the first inning. Or not after the first inning, but now we're up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean,
scored in the first. So
we did get on the board first yesterday, so I think that's it.
But with that, we'll take a quick break as we head to the bottom of the first, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the first. This is the Rebels lead 1-0. Now we got Kinder Carroll pitching on the mound for the Sluggin Rebels. Haven't seen him pitch in a while.
No, not yet. He's a left-handed pitcher from Northeastern State University, 6'4", 225 from Bentonville, Arkansas.
Hutchinson's got Elaine Brewster leading off. Carroll is 3-2 this season. 4.35 ERA with 5 games played and 11 strikeouts in 20 innings. As Brewster shows bunt but pulls away, it's going to be ball number 1.
Yeah, Brewster he was 2 for 4 yesterday.
One out count for Brewster. Shows bunt again, but that'll be called for strike number 1. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, Gerard kind of playing even up right there, and it's kind of sneaking in when he sees him square around.
Carroll. Brewster check swing. It's going to be a ball though. 2-2 or 2-1. You look towards the left side of the field. There's a lot of fancying out. You're like the patio area. It seems
like being that patio instead of being in the shade.
Yeah. I say you like that side of the field more. But now it's 3-1 for Brewster.
A lot of history, historic ballpark here, Hobart Detter.
Swing and a miss from Brewster right there. 3-2, full count now.
I think that's what the key right here is his off speeds, changeup. Was going to do that because we saw yesterday they'll definitely hit fastballs.
Yeah.
So you got to really change it up.
So that ball's hit straight towards Easton and Elliott. And he'll make the play right there to Connor Owens, and they'll be out number 1.
Ellie's been playing some great ball.
Yeah.
Defensively and offensively.
39, Joey Barron.
Your defensive lineups this today are Brandon Harper behind the plate. Got Kinder Carroll at pitcher. Connor Owens at first. Easton Elliott at second. Ethan Guerra at shortstop. Drake Gerard at third base. Micah Dvorak at right field. Clark Henry at left field. And as always, Tyler Palmer at center field with that great defense. Now we got Joey Barron with the 3-run sort of dagger on us to start run ruling us.
Barron, usually catcher. He's catching today. University of Incarnate Word, Austin, Texas.
Have a lot of people from Texas on the Monarchs. Yeah. That ball is nicely hit. And Gerard tried to make the play on that one, but just
Gerard might have had that.
Just came up a little short. That's going to be a single for Barron right there.
Gerard gave it a good try.
Try to position himself, it seemed like.
He was playing more up the middle of the pool. I mean, if he was normal position, he would have had that.
Yeah. And now you got Sawyer Thornhill.
And Sawyer, we saw what he did yesterday.
Yeah, he was great on defense.
He had 4 hits, 4 for 5.
He showed great defense at shortstop as well.
Second base and shorts. I mean, he usually plays. He can play anything. I think he's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah. 0-1 count. 1 out, 1 runner at first. That ball's going to be a little inside.
His ball's got away right there.
Great reaction by Brandon Harper to catch that one. 1-1.
And the lefty on lefty. And I tell you right here, you and I were just talking about what's our goal? Shutdown inning right here.
Yeah, and this is what we need right here. Is Thornhill fouls that one straight to left field. That'll be out of play. But now you got 1 and 2. But you don't want to pitch low to Thornhill.
Yeah, Thornhill, Wichita State University product.
He's going to punish you.
From Huntington, Texas.
Runner takes off, and that ball is just going to get away from Carroll, and he's thinking about rounding third, but stops at second.
I don't know what happened there. He just looks like he wants a new ball. So
now it's 2-2 the count, but runner at second breaks up the double play.
Yeah. That's one thing Carroll needs to work on too. Just keep, change your looks. Yeah, you don't know if he distracted him too when he stole.
Yeah, we'll see what.
Yeah. But just change it up, step off, whatever you got to do. Just let them know you're thinking about them. And we'll see what what they'll do right now because they're pretty aggressive.
2-2 for Thornhill. That ball's going to get away. Now it's full count. Carroll looking to strike out Thornhill right here or get a ground ball or anything to stop the runner at second. That ball's going to be popped up and fouled behind us.
Yeah, I don't have the numbers on how many times Thornhill struck out, but I know he's a tough out. I mean, obviously 4 for 5 last night.
Still full count.
Wichita State. They've got a few players there from there. Like I said, it's all about the pipelines, and, it's nice having coaches send you guys like that.
Carroll. Thornhill to look at ball number 4. Yeah, it's going to be a walk.
Well, it still puts this, double play situation right here.
Yeah, but you're easily able to afford that walk right there. But it also might bite you in the butt. So now we got Hunter Autry, the designated hitter.
Yeah, Autry. He's from Sam Houston State also, University, Corsicana, Texas. I say you got a lot of Division I players with this team, just like Cheney.
He's hitting .382 so far this season. So he swings at first pitch, and that'll be fouled off. 1 count.
It's not. If somebody asked me, I said, well, you need more Division I players. And I said, you just need guys who can execute, put the ball, play, throw strikes, and be surprised what could happen. We've had some pretty good teams in this league that went to the World Series and did well.
That ball gets away.
And it wasn't because they were all Division I guys. It's just usually Division I guys have more tools maybe. But the thing is, when you don't have them, you got to utilize your tools that you do have. If that makes sense. Just say you got to figure out a different way sometimes.
1-1 count. Another outside pitch, 2-1.
Yeah, he's having trouble locating that fastball. Kind of been outside with it.
One runner in scoring position. So that's going to be a little foul ball. That's going to stop the runners, but now it's 2-2.
I mean, that's one thing that when you look at, and we keep repeating it about Hutch and Cheneys and all that, they're relentless. I mean, that's the word I think, because they'll try to score 5-6 runs every inning if they could. So it basically comes down to pitching, your defense, and your offense, just trying to not put a lot of pressure on your pitcher, score some runs.
2-2. Carroll looks back, throws a pitch, and it's going to be ball number 3, and that's 3 full counts this inning.
And I'm sure Coach Olson right now, it's kind of, frustrating, because you want guys to come after him, throw strikes, and your defense is out there. It's a hot day. You want real quick innings.
Full count. That ball almost gets hit by a pitch, but off that one, now we got a full, or not a full count, but we got bases loaded with only 1 out. Now we got Cade Clemens.
Batting fifth for the Monarchs, the second baseman, number 18, Cade Clemens.
Clemens yesterday, he was actually, it's pretty interesting, because he walked twice, struck out twice, and he was the one batter that batted 3 times in 1 inning, which you don't see that. I can't remember the last time I saw that.
That's full count. You foul that one back. 0-1.
I don't know if you can remember I've seen twice, batters doing that.
Oh yeah, I've seen the count go back twice, especially for a leadoff hitter. But any other non-leadoff hitters, it's pretty rare to see him up 3 times.
Yeah, Clemens from Pittsburgh State, Bella Vista, Arkansas.
Yeah, ball number 1, 1-1. He's in 258 this year. With 3 home runs, a triple, and 16 hits. He'll hit this one to straight through Gerard, and that's going to score a run. So they kind of minimize the damage on that single right there. I mean, having only 1 run score is pretty nice to have right there, especially with bases loaded.
You still got to get the outs. Like I said, the walk and hit batter, or walk, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, there's just that helped load the bases.
Ryan Henderson.
You got Henderson up.
Yeah, Brian Henderson.
Henderson is an infielder, 6'1", 205. Hutch JUCO. He is from.
He pops this one deep to, or not deep,
but
excuse
high.
me. That was inside, and that was a great pop-up right there. So now we got 2 outs. With John Jenkins, the right fielder.
Monarchs, the right fielder, number 25, John Jenkins.
Jenkins hitting 270 this season.
Yeah, Jenkins, another Hutch JUCO player. He's from Shawnee, Kansas.
He's had 4 home runs this season. Tied with Ethan Guerra. 2 down, and it's going to be a swing and strike.
Whoa,
and
that's
quick
dangerous.
check back.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Right there.
From Harper. It seemed like Owens was not really that ready.
Yeah, he wasn't right, but also if it deflects off his helmet or anything like that, that ball goes to right field. He scored 2 runs. Like I said, I'd rather just see a guy just, like you and I talked about, just fake it. Let him dive back. You got 2 outs.
But yeah, now we got 2 outs with 1 strike, and
But don't try to do too much. Just play the
bases
game.
loaded. Yep, that's going to be popped up out of play on right side, and
I mean, I always look at let the opportunity for the pitcher to get him out. But I know, but I also know what he's doing right there. Harper's trying to make that big play to get us out of this inning. But I always look at what could happen. You and I have seen it a few times this year, especially in our big foul territory.
yep, and that's the thing. This pitch is
Close.
low. But like I was saying, we can afford some of the checkbacks because right and left fields aren't as long as our home fields in Newton are.
Right.
So the ball won't, I mean, the runners won't travel too far if the ball gets passed.
He's thrown a lot of pitches, though, this inning. They made him work this inning. So that's the thing with our bullpen, not right now because it's been used up quite a bit. And used Zach Gillick about 2 or 3 days ago, like, 4 innings, whatever. Gerard, we used him.
Now it's a 2-2 count. Just don't want a full count so far. They'll probably, I think, unofficially, it's probably maybe the fourth. Either the fourth or fifth full count this inning.
That just eats up your, it's I don't know, it's like call your ammunition, whatever you want to call it, that you have in your arm.
But now it's 2-2.
Trying to pop in that fast one.
That was a close one, but now it's going to be a full count.
Yeah, trying to go inside.
Yeah, this is a good amount of full counts for Carroll. I mean,
yeah, runner's going right here.
No matter what. Just got to look ready on the outfield and infield, see what happens here. And that's going to be ball number 4. That's going to score a run right there.
Yeah, you can't be doing this, especially at this level. I mean, it's, walks. 'Cause that's three guys, free passes. I mean, walks, and I always looked at it, walks and hit batters. That's 3 of them you giving them. And that's like, you're helping these guys out. They're too good. They don't need help. Make them swing it or whatever. But
now we're at the 8-hole, Jenner steal.
Just kind of minimize, keep it down, get them out of here.
So it's a recent trend. They're always swinging at the first pitch, and it's always been fouled back. Now it's 0-1. Still a full count, or bases loaded, excuse me.
See where his pitch count is now.
And coach has been, one of the coaches for Newman has been tossed for.
I don't know what for.
It seemed like it was heckling. I did see he was talking to, it seemed like he was either talking to Harper or maybe the umpire. It seems like it might have been the umpire, and that's going to be an ejection for Newton. So, I mean, so far, just not a great look for the team right now.
I don't know if it's a warning or he did throw somebody out.
Well, he did. They're writing down the notebook. This is the home plate umpire who did that, and that's just not what you want for the team right now.
No.
Especially in the first inning,
No, first inning right now. But, I mean, there's a lot of frustration, especially the last inning they played wasn't a pretty inning against these guys. And then
bases are loaded. One strike. It's going to be high. 1-1.
So, I think maybe you're right. Let's see, Coach.
So he's gathering up his stuff.
Yeah, he is walking out. Coach Olson.
That ball's going to hit towards right field, and that's going to be a routine pop fly for, I believe that was Dvorak right there.
Well, they definitely minimized that. It could have been a lot worse situation to get 2 runs. But the thing is, until we start, like I said, the walks, hit batters, I mean, just the little things like that against a really good team. Because, it's like we were talking about last night. You don't give good teams extra outs.
Yeah, an advantage.
I mean, and that's kind of what we've done right here. And especially in this little, we're in a little funk, I'd say, how we've been playing ball the last, 2 weeks. But you played a great series against Cheney. So it's kind of like, what team are we?
Yeah, I mean, so, I think the biggest thing is just we need to find that one area that we need to improve. And when we get over that hump, then we become a great team that can contend for a spot at the NBC. I mean, that's the way I look at it. This team has a lot of young talent. But, I mean...
Yeah. No, I know exactly. It's just...
I can't pinpoint what, the problem is, it seems like, but...
Well, I'm telling you what's different from other summers that I've been associated with, especially the Rebels. We've always, when we got into July, that's when we had played our best ball, and we usually do. This year, it's kind of been opposite. I mean, we had that big winning streak, and now but now you also got to look at our schedule. You have 2 teams, you have Cheney, and you had, I tell you, Hayesville played great. They're one of the hot teams in the league. They're playing competitive, playing hard, and then of course you finish with the Monarchs. So that's just the way whoever put the our schedule together, that's just how it came out. But the thing is, you still got to come out and play ball, make routine plays. Like I said, don't give extra outs.
But now we got Brandon Harper.
Yeah, and looks like Coach Olson's going to be just giving some last-minute instructions, some of the players, and I don't know where he's going to go. I know he was gone last week, so it's
not the best look so far for the Rebels, especially in the first inning.
No, I mean,
it's
I have
not
no
what
idea.
you want for the team.
And I don't know. I don't think, I'm just being honest. I don't think there's anything to complain about that first inning. I think your pitcher, our pitcher Kendra, he was off.
Yeah. But now we got Brandon Harper. I think if anything, you might be complaining about there's maybe some low balls that are maybe strikes or something like that.
But he's not part of playing of our game, so you know what he can do, what he does, and how much you can.
You should know his strike zone. But now it's 2-0.
But they just got to shake that off and move on. Just got to keep scoring.
Harper takes a swing at that one. That's going to be fouled off left side, and I don't think they're not going to make the play there. Is that
almost hit that lady right there? She didn't even move.
Cold-blooded.
I mean, well, she's got a good eye and can read it better than I could. I'd be dodging for the
third baseman on that one. That was Ryan Henderson. Looked like it might have been in play. It was very close, but wasn't in play. But now it's 2-1. Harper kind of gets jammed up right there, and that's going to be not a routine out as he's off the base.
I don't know. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the catch. I didn't see on the throw over there.
Kind of took a gather step, and now we have an error. A first baseman throwing it back, and the team.
Wow,
you can maybe hear the Rebels kind of
getting fired up.
Yeah, getting fired up, yelling at Harper trying to steal third, but
yeah, he's a catcher.
Not a good decision right there, but that was it's going to be a single and an error. But that's what you need right. But now we got Tyler Palmer, center fielder. Coach is talking to Kyle Olsen, who got kicked out. But it's 0-1 count for Palmer right now, and this will be a great RBI chance for Palmer right here. I like you can probably hear maybe on Carv's mic. Sluggin Rebels are pretty loud so far, so they're a little fired up after that ejection from Kyle Olsen. So it might have been a good thing, as now it's 1-1. 1-1 count. Runner on second. No outs.
No, I didn't think so either. He didn't give you a warning?
Looks away on that one, and catcher gives a nod to Palmer right there, saying that's a great spot, and it was a great spot. It was a great layoff by the other. It's Palmer versus Palmer. I just realized that, so we'll see how that goes. As another inside pitch, a little high. Ball number 3.
What's his name again?
Palmer's looking to. Well, one Palmer's looking to strike him out, and the other Palmer's looking to draw a walk.
What's that? Yeah, I'm up here.
Harper at second. That's going to be strike number 2. Now we got a full count for Tyler Palmer.
He was also off a lot too. You know what I mean?
That particular call from the Dragon catcher back in early 2010.
That's going to be a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Tyler Palmer right there.
Well, Palmer just struck out.
Yep. The Palmer versus Palmer matchup goes to the Dakota Palmer. Now we got Easton Elliott, who is familiar with the ref, and he's having a little Nice little chit chat. Now the left-handed hitter steps into the play as a lefty versus lefty matchup right now. So it's going to be a tough at-bat for Eastonelli as he looks at strike number 1.
He doesn't like to be questioned. That's his problem.
0-2. Or sorry, 0-1.
All right. Sounds good.
And Palmer's going to check back Harper on that one.
All right, good.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. If you haven't heard Carr, he is on the phone with Kyle Olsen discussing about the ejection, but talk about it more when he gets off the phone. That's going to be fouled off by Elliott. Now he's 0-2. And this is what you want to see out of Elliott. You might want to see a fight back right here from Elliott. He has done this a couple times. He's drawn 4 balls. But we'll see here. Elliott has a quick trigger. So he's going to hit that one towards right field, and right fielder will try and make the play on that one, and he will. Harper will stay at second. So it just wasn't deep enough for him to tag up. It's going to be out number 2. But now we're at the top of the order. Caleb Hill.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Hang in there, man. He said that he told him. He said something about some of the pictures, and he goes, and the ump said, "Hey, cool it," you know. And he goes, "Okay, I'm walking back." And he said that, and he goes, "You're out of here." He goes, I turned my back. I'm ready to go back. He goes, "I didn't even say anything after that." He goes, "I haven't been."
Clean count for Hill. So get jammed up on that one, and Hill with that amazing speed as he beats that one out. And that's the thing about Hutch, it seems like. They're kind of getting slow on a defense right there. And
Yeah, the
Carr's showing
defense
his
right
back.
there. Usually they're a good defensive team, and you don't usually see him with 2 errors or anything. But right there, he beat that out clearly.
Yeah, Hill. I mean, just from up here, we haven't really seen Hill run too much. Like we said, we don't know his speed. But man, that man's got some wheels so far. So he's beat out 2 pitches or 2 ground balls so far. Now we got Ethan Guerra up with 2 outs, runner in scoring position, a runner on first.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Caleb Hill is fast. I mean, I didn't realize how fast he is. He's a good-sized guy.
Guerra looks at strike number 1.
Now here's where Garrett could step up. Just let's go with that pitch, go to the right side or whatever, and.
Now we got Harper at third. Big lead for Hill as he fakes taking off, but that ball's going to be hit to the shortstop, and it's going to get right by him.
Yeah, that's a tough play. That's probably a base hit right there, just because it's a backhand that he was running after. But guess what?
Thornhill on that one.
But the whole thing is he put the ball in play and right in that hole.
And now with that's a great 2-out run right there. So now it's a tied game, 2-2. Now we got Drake Gerard up. I was telling the people at home you're on the phone with
Coach
Kyle Olsen about him getting ejected.
Yeah, and I'll tell people about it.
Yeah, that's fouled back. 0-1.
It was a situation with the home plate. He said something, and then some of the pitches, and the umpire just, basically didn't even warn him. Just kind of, then he said because. Coach Olsen went back, and as he's going back, I'm going back, and threw him out. So I mean, it's Coach Olsen's not known for a guy that gets tossed up every game. So, like I said, who knows what's going on? And
but now it's 0-1 for Drake Gerard. He'll take a nice swing at that one. I think it hit the catcher on the helmet on
but
that
he
one.
wanted to assure me he didn't cuss or anything like that, and he didn't say anything like that. It wasn't, just kind of wondering some of the outside calls or inside pitches.
But I mean, honestly, at the start of the inning, it seemed like it kind of fired up the Rebels.
Yeah.
On the bench, especially now it's 0-2, and Gerard's just going to swing at that one. That's going to be a strikeout. That's going to end the inning for the Rebels. Now it's a tied game heading to the bottom of the second, 2-2. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Start!
Welcome back to the bottom of the second. Carroll still up on the mound, trying to get, a bounce back inning, even though he gave up 2 runs. But it wasn't the prettiest inning.
No, it wasn't. But guess what? The big thing right there, how they scored, we put the ball in play.
Yeah. Now I got Will Starks up. Starks looks at a pitch away, ball number 1.
Yeah, Stark was 1 for 4 yesterday.
So he'll chop this one up straight towards Carroll, and Harper will try and make the play on that one, and that ball gets away. And Elliott will try and hustle. And
yeah, see, your right fielder should have been there.
yeah, but that's going to get cut off by Dvorak right there.
Well, that's one thing right there as a right fielder. As soon as you see that, you got to be hustling over there because of the throw. And that's the big, that's just a mistake right there. That's the mental game. You got to be there.
That'll count as a hit and an error. That's going to be a triple.
The Monarchs order. The center fielder,
So I think
Elaine
it's an error.
Brewster.
Error and a hit.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Here you just tie the game up, and then
Now you got a runner right at third with 0 outs. But now we're at the top of the lineup with Elaine Brewster. Shows bunt, lays off, and that's going to be strike number 1.
Brewster likes to show bunt.
No 1 count now. Brewster looks at ball number 1. It seems like Carroll's trying to hit that outside, edge right there, but it's just not getting called for, and just not hitting his spots right now. 1-1. So hit this hard to Guerra, and Guerra will try and make the play right there, and he will. But they'll score a run for the Hutch Monarchs. It's going to be out number 1.
Yeah, it's like somebody said, I was talking to me yesterday, I said, which of all the other teams were as nice to us like this? In other words, throwing the ball away and we have a guy on third. And the thing is, you got to kind of have to, you kind of have to, seriously, you got to keep hitting the ball in play. You got to put pressure on the defense, which we've done, but they always do. And the better teams always put pressure on you. But he did his job, 6-3, ground out, RBI.
Carroll. Pitch just gets away from him.
Yeah, Carroll just had trouble with his release. Just isn't consistent with it right now. He just needs to find that consistency, get his rhythm going.
So far, what I've seen, especially against the Monarchs, we've had a tough time pitching to them. So, yeah, Carroll tries to get that outside, edge. It's just not working for him.
Well,
right
and it's
now.
also interesting where he is on the pitching rubber. He's on the third base side of the rubber.
Yeah, but he's on the.
And a lot of lefties like to work from the first base.
So that ball's going to be another chop, and that's going to be foul.
You know, because the ball comes in moving like that. So, because some people think if you're on the third base, it comes in more at you, you know, as a left-handed hitter. As a righter, it's going to go away from you, the angle.
Carroll getting new balls.
But I'm sure, you know, with his college coaches and everything, he's worked on it and what works for him. I mean, we get guys, we've only had them for a couple months. And it's like we don't have a fall ball. You know, we usually don't try to change a lot of guys unless they're struggling.
Like we said, Carroll is towards the third base side on the rubber.
And that's what I like about our coaching staff. And, you know, is that we got guys that are coaches.
That ball is a hit by pitch. He hits Joey Barron on that one. Now we'll send Barron to first.
Well, that's the thing. You used to keep a stat. We used to keep a stat called free bases. And that's hit batters and walks.
Mm-hmm.
That's his fourth one.
Now we got the Sawyer Thornhill up.
But it's a tough league. I mean, these guys, especially you're playing, you know, here he is going against some guys that are Division I kind of players, a mixture.
I gotta point out, yeah, he's towards, I guess in our eyes, he's towards the left side of the rubber, but for him, he's right side. And
so he changed it up a little. And still
another 2-0, but you know, he's trying to hit the outside corner. He's still where he's standing. That's where he's throwing the ball, it seems like.
Yeah, he's just
inside. Now it's going to be ball number 3, and Harper's going to go out there and try and get a mount as is.
Well, it's because he's all over the place right now. He's just, you know, he hasn't no consistency with his fastball right now. It's a feel, you know, for a pitcher. And, you know, you're hoping he was going to get it. And it didn't help him, of course, the error, you know, or something like that, because you really, when a pitcher is struggling, that's when you have to rely on your defense.
Now it's Thornhill still. 3-0 count. 1 out. That's going to be a nice strike one. That's how you get back into it.
But getting back to moving on, like, you know, I'm getting on Dvorak, he's our right fielder. It's like whenever you see a ball, this one thing, I remember Gene Stevenson used to talk about it, every player should be moving.
That ball's going to be hit up in the air, and that's just going to drop, and Gerard just can't get there. So that's going to be a base hit.
Yeah, this barely dropped in there, didn't it?
It seemed like Gerard was close to making the play right there, but it's going to be tough for a shortstop to be running back, you know.
He did everything he was supposed to, drop, step, and went after it, and it had to be over his head.
Now it's Hunter Autry. Still only 1 out, double play and play.
Yeah, Autry last time was hit with a pitch.
Autry, nice hit by Autry right there, but not East Snell, that'll be Dvorak. He was just right
Dvorak
there.
right there, good job.
So now 2 outs.
Yeah, he hit that right on. Well, we always say right on the screws right there. He hit it really hard. It's just right at Dvorak.
But now we got Cade Clemens, who I believe got an RBI.
Yeah, RBI.
Last time he was up to the plate, so we'll see what Clemens does here with an RBI chance with 2 outs. Second, toying with Carroll, and that's going to be an inside pitch for ball number 1. And this is where I think Carroll's inside pitch might help a little, especially against these righties.
Right.
Trying to get a jam of some sort. Like, you know, Morello's have been jammed a lot, it seems like, so far. 1 ball.
You know, getting behind in the count doesn't help because they're going to sit back and they know what's coming.
Yep.
They can be more selective.
So now it's 2-0. 3-0. Man, Carroll is just racking up his pitch count. I'm going to get an update for that real quick.
Yeah, see if you got that, because he's
I'll
hurting himself right here.
It's going to be ball 4.
Four straight
balls.
Yep.
For Carroll right there. Now bases are loaded with 2 outs. And like we always say, the New and Sluggin Rebels struggle with those 2-out runs.
Yeah, this way you're just playing with danger all the time from somebody just breaking open the game. And we're lucky right now it's a 1-run game. So it's kind of that situation. Especially when you have, like, what is it, how many walks now?
Yeah.
4 walks
4, it seems like.
and 2 hit batters.
Carroll's thrown 24 strikes and 29 balls. So, I mean, he's almost up to.
Yeah, they need to get somebody up. And,
yeah, he's almost past 60.
And I hope they get somebody.
May have, but it doesn't seem like it. They might be calling to the bullpen right now, but.
Yeah, somebody needs to definitely get up, and I'm sure somebody is.
Yeah, he's at 54. Make that 55 now.
He's thrown 6 balls in a row.
And yeah, like I always say, when pitchers throw 4 straight balls, just lay off until he throws you a strike.
Yeah, and the coach might need to go talk to him, settle him down, or because he's not even close.
Ball number 3, and we'll see what happens. I mean, we can actually look at the bullpen now and look at what the benches, thinking.
Nobody's doing anything right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, might be a little bit of talking, seeing what their plans are here, but you don't want to walk a
there
run.
you go.
There's a strike. 3-1. Henderson can.
I was just about to say, though, it's tough on our defense, too.
He hits this one towards left field.
3-1 count. That's what you do in 3-1.
Yeah, but that's going to be a.
Yep, 2 runs.
It'll be 2 runs, and.
All runs are now earned.
That's not what you want. I mean, especially with 2 outs, 3-1 count.
Even the run
At that point, just walk him.
Yeah.
Don't want to give him anything too good.
No. Well, it's 3-1, but that's one thing about it, guys. We talked about that one of the games prior. It's like 3-1 count. A lot of guys pop up because they're trying to get long.
Yeah.
When you hit a 3-1, that's how you hit it. You drive it. You hit it hard. You hit it. Well, that's what Henderson did.
Yeah. So now we got John Jenkins running on 3rd and 1st. Rebels down 3. So that's going to be called another ball.
And I think the coaches are just trying to get out of this inning right here, but I think it's a.
I mean, no one's warming up just yet. Oh, and it seems like we might have a warm up. But 1-0.
He's behind in the count again. Getting behind.
He ties it up 1-1.
No 1-1 there.
Great framing by Harper right there.
And yeah, Harper did help him a little.
2 outs. He'll pop this one back for Jenkins, and now it's 1-2. So you're finally ahead in this count right now. And yeah, the bullpen is warming up. It seems like maybe 24 is going to be catching. 51.
Yeah, it's Jackson Young's going to catch over there, and it's going to be Alex Gillig. Nice. There you go.
Strikeout to end the inning right there. As that strikeout brought to you by Pizza of Noon.
Yeah, he threw a changeup right there, and that was pretty nasty right there. When that changeup right there, and you can put that across the plate because it's going to move, and that's what it did.
We get an official count for Carroll's pitches so far, but 29 strikes and 33 balls.
Yeah, that's unlike him. I mean, he's usually pretty around the plate. And
he has a 22.5 ERA so far.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not what you want, especially on Carroll,
Yeah.
Over 60 pitches and just through 2 innings, just not good right now. But we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the third. I see Rebels gave up three runs that inning. Last inning is Owens. Great start, right up the middle, and Owens will stop at first with that Central National Bank base single.
Yeah, and that's Owens right there. When he's right, he takes that ball right up the middle like that. That's where we've seen most of his hits.
Yep, and that's what you want out of Owens too. Is we always talk about him, but he's showing some improvement, especially on the hitting side.
You know, the trouble that I see, it's like we've had 2 straight innings where we've had the runner on second base, I believe.
Yeah. You just can't really count.
Yeah, with no outs. Yeah. And we scored them, and that was it.
It's going to be a low ball.
You know, it's like getting that big inning. And I know yesterday, when we looked at the score sheet yesterday, everything was one run, the 3 runs.
But yeah, that's where we kind of stop at. We score a run, and then we just stop. That's what we're seeing this game. That's what we saw last game.
Yeah, you want that big inning and get like I said, we talked about cricket numbers. You're always trying to prevent cricket numbers, which Hutch has right now with a 2 and a 3.
But now it's a 2-ball count for Clark Henry. Ball gets away, now it's 3-0.
Like I said, it's a hot day and everything else, but the worst thing I'm saying from a defensive standpoint as an ex-player is that when you're pitchers walking them to everybody or, hitting guys, whatever, and you getting behind in counts, and you start losing your focus. You know what I'm saying? Because, you're sitting back, you start getting on your heels as a defensive player. Maybe you don't make that play. Well, a guy that's just dealing, just throwing strikes, getting a hit in the count, you're into it. And I always used to say this, Gerard, if you watch any major league no-hitter.
So it's 3-1, and that's just going to be popped up, and Clark Henry threw his bat down in frustration. But that's going to be out number 1. Owens still at first.
And the thing is, anytime you watch no-hitter perfect games that you watch, let's say ESPN, I guarantee every time you see a great play. I remember the White Sox when the center fielder won the game with a beautiful diving catch. And but think about all the games that you've seen. There's always some great defensive play. And that's because they're into the game. They're laying their bodies out. They're going to go after it.
Seems like in the bullpen, like we said, it's Alex Gillig warming up with the pitches as Dvorak fouls that one back. But we also have Balin White, kind of warming up, throwing the football around, probably getting ready to
play football or what? What's he? I don't know.
I think they have been using that with. I think what I've seen is the pitchers mostly use that.
Loosen their arm up, and
just loosen up. Easy way to loosen up your arm, but
whoa.
That's going to be strike number 2 for Dvorak. 0-2.
That looked a little outside, but.
Owens still at first, looking to move
Dvorak
along.
Over for 1.
So he'll just chop at that one. That'll be fouled off.
Now he's on that defensive mode, 0-2.
Okay, I did not have the scoreboard up, so sorry about that, folks. There we go.
People complaining about that, right?
Yeah.
Where's the scoreboard?
0-2. It's going to be 1-2. Great.
That was a good away pitch. You're 0-2. You can throw that away right there.
Just see if, Dvorak might swing at that, but he won't. Check back, and Owens just got caught right there. And he'll be safe. And wow, they're going to, and manager for.
I think he dove under it.
Yeah, and manager for Monarchs going to come out there and see what the ref saw right there. And
well, and he's telling them what he saw. I mean, you can't argue with what he saw. It's like from our angle, they look like, that first baseman.
It looked like Owens got caught right there, but.
He's like deer in the headlights right there. But the thing was, he dove back, and if he swiped it and just missed him because he came around, it looked like he came around it.
Yep, and the manager's still chirping at him. He's just going to turn his back and walk away and just try and get out of this. Just ready to get this done.
Well, McCune's Coach McCune's trying out there, fight for his team and everything. But, the thing is, he was pretty. That umpire's quick with that save. That's what he saw. It wasn't no hesitant. Usually when they're real quick at it, that's what they saw.
That's what they saw.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. Another check back, and it'll be safe for Owens. He'll be more aware this time, I bet.
Yeah, I don't know. Owens, but he just froze. He was very fortunate.
I think he just wasn't ready for a check back when he has 2 strikes. But now DeVorgo hit this one towards left field and see if the left fielder can make this play, and he will. A hat flies off, and no tag up for Owens as he walks back to first. But now there's 2 outs, and like we always said, we always have a tough time, moving the lead off.
Right. It's just that's because sometimes we just don't execute, or we run around second, just hit a ball to the right side, get that runner, and let that next guy maybe hit a fly ball, or get a run, and just keep doing that.
Now we got Brandon Harper up.
Because we're not, we're definitely not a big power hitting team, and we talked about that.
He's off that one. Strike number 1 right down the middle.
But I see us as a good gap-to-gap, executing type team. We got the capabilities of doing that.
Palmer on the mount. Gets Harper to swing at this one, and now almost cut through the second baseman. It'll just, lay up.
Base hit right there. Harper, I guess he is.
He is 2 for 2.
Yep, 2 for 2.
As he previously got a hit.
And the whole thing about it, didn't even overswing this. Nice, easy swing. Just pulled the ball.
Just caught up on the second baseman too much, and just able to bobble in. That's going to be another Central National Bank hit.
Thought Clemens was going to get that. It's right at the right where the cutoff is, cut out on the grass.
That's going to be a hard hit ball towards center field. Center field is walking back, and it might be caught at the warning track, and it will. Hit by Palmer right there, but
Palmer gave it a ride.
Now we head to the bottom of the third. Hutch still up 5-2. Yeah, we'll see if take a quick break and see if we'll see if Alex Gillick comes out. But we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the third, as we do have a pizza noon pitching change with Alex Gillick, number 51, coming in. Gillick is obviously brothers with Zach Gillick.
Yeah, oh yeah, I get pretty excited to get to play. First time ever that they got to play in the same team, and that's neat.
Gillick this season, 1 loss, 4.69 ERA, 5 games played, only 7.2 innings pitched. He's got 6 strikeouts and 4 walks, but he's gave up 14 hits as well.
Yeah, it's been a learning experience for him. He'll be going to Pratt Community College, so he'll be familiar with Hutch.
Yeah.
As they're in the same league and all that. But he is from Valley Center. And the thing is, he's usually around the zone, just gets a little hyped up sometime and just needs to breathe. We've talked about it, just relax. And he's learning a lot, especially from his brother.
His last outing was at home against the Diamond Dogs on July 3rd, where we lost 8-13. He pitched 2.1 Sorry, he pitched 2 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 12 batters faced. Had a 4.7 ERA that day. We'll see what Gillick has up his sleeve for the Monarchs.
Jenner Steele.
So now we have Jenner Steele to lead off for the Monarchs this inning.
He was 0 for 1, fly ball to right field in the first inning.
Clean count. Now it's going to be 1-0.
He kind of throws a heavy fastball. If you notice that, just got to learn how to spot up, locate.
That's going to be fouled back.
Then of course, like most pitchers, work on the secondary pitches, and like Zach has learned, work on your secondary, third pitches, and.
Yeah.
But I like his future. I think he's going to have a great future, and he enjoys being a slugging Rebel.
1-1. High swing and a miss for a steal right there.
See, he's got some good pop. I mean, he does. When everything's all working together as mechanics, ball just explodes out of there.
1-2. That ball's going to be a hard hit to Gerard, and Gerard will just try and make the routine play, and he will. So that's going to be out number 1 for these slugging Rebels, and good start for Gillick so far. Great at bat, for Gillick right there.
Yeah, let's get his confidence going. That's what he needs. A young man like that playing in a collegiate league, just out of high school, just like Gerard. I mean, he's got to have a lot of confidence that he can compete in this situation.
Yeah, at the bottom of the lineup with Will Starks, and like we always said, that 9 holes have been pretty dangerous to us because when they get on base, they got the top of the order up, and that's just no good business as that ball's hit up the middle, and Gerard will try and make the play right there, and he will.
Great hands
Great
right there.
stretch by Owens right there to make the play.
Gerard,
That's going to be out number 2.
So we've seen him making a lot of assists here, throwing a lot of guys out lately.
The second 6-2.
6-3s, yeah.
6-3, excuse me. Yeah. Now at the top of the order with Elaine Brewster.
Like I said, the part of the lineup here, the top lineup. Barron and Thornhill have scored 4 of the 5 runs. Got to learn to figure out how to get these guys on base.
Brewster lays off that high ball, 1-0.
For those 4 runs, 2 of them were, one was a walk, one was a hit batter. Nice.
That's strike number 1. Great pitch by Gillick right there.
So he is breathing out there, taking a big breath.
That ball's a little outside, 2-1 now.
You know what I'm saying? You'd see him.
Definitely got to take your time,
Yeah.
especially against top of the order with Elaine
Yeah.
Brewster.
You got 2 outs. That hard work's really done. I always said, you get the first 2 out.
But then again, you just don't let up, especially right now.
Right.
But now it's 2-2. Gillick lined up towards the middle of the mount. So that ball's going to be another foul ball.
Pitching away right there.
Yeah, 2-2. 2-2 with 2 outs.
Brewster is a tough out. Obviously that's why he's the leadoff hitter.
You don't want to throw anything too soft right now.
No. But this where, you can work it like we were talking about, that secondary pitch.
That ball kind of gets hit in the dirt. Great defense right there.
It kind of looked like he was trying to throw like a change or something right there.
You got to be careful throwing a changeup like that, especially to Brewster.
Yeah. Yeah, Brewster.
But now it's 3-2, full count. Brewster will hit that one, kind of popped up to center field, and Palmer make the play right under that one.
You called that early, too, because you got a lot of confidence in him, don't you? That's right.
Right there. And there we go. That's how you end the inning right there. There's a great shutout inning.
Great. Good job.
Not a shutout, I guess, but
And that's what we needed. But guess what he did? He threw strikes and challenged them, and that's what you want out of your pitching.
Especially against the Hutch Monarchs, as Hutch leads still 5-2, and the Rebels are up next in batting as we head to the top of the fourth. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the top of the fourth. So now we got Easton Elliott at the bottom of the lineup.
Get Easton Elliott up for the top. That'd be nice, huh?
Yeah, that's a great spot right now. But then again, it is a lefty-lefty matchup, and Easton had a ground out. So that's going to be close inside. Ball number 1.
It seems like they do try to come inside on him quite a bit, don't they? Because he gets his arm extended, go out the left side. There's one.
That's going to be fouled back straight towards us.
It's a good cut. Easton Elliott hitting .352, 25 for 71, 16 runs, 13 RBIs. Big cut there.
That's 1 and 2.
Now he's got to shorten it up. Just put the ball in play and utilize that speed again. I don't mind guys taking some cuts, but when you get 2 strikes, just put the ball in play, especially when you got speed.
It's going to be another foul back. He was just right under it. That would have been a nice hit. The bat was just raised just a little bit. But now it's 1 and 2.
Palmer working fast, too. And that's one thing that our guys need to maybe slow it up a little.
See, look at strike number 3. That's a great pitch by Palmer right there.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting that. I think he was looking fastball. But hey, what about tomorrow? Big day. We got Carl Hodges MVP award. We got the Olden family pitcher of the year award. I mean, it's going to be pretty exciting tomorrow. It's pregame, and
it's going to be a fun night, and it's going to be a good game, hopefully.
Miss Connie's going to make hamburgers.
So that's going to be a swing and a miss by Caleb Hill.
You seen that pitch right there? Hill's trying to go. The only thing he do is go to left field. I mean, right there, you're not going to, because that ball's just going away. And we've seen Hill, he will use the whole field. So,
that's going to be hit by pitch. Hill's going to advance to first off that. It's going to be a great start right there for Hill. Now we got Ethan Guerra up. Drake Gerard right behind him.
Yeah, Hill's been on. He's been on 3 times with the error, the hit, then hit batter. Guerra's 1 for 2 with an RBI.
Hope our deader field. And
so who'd you say your candidates are for MVP?
I say so far. Obviously, Ethan Gary. I think it's pretty clear, but we do have some great contenders as well. But I think Garrett is just blowing everyone else out because, you look at the SEL stats throughout the league, especially on point streak, you see Garrett's top 5 in every batting category. Even home runs with I think he has 4 this season. So that ball's fouled back.
What about your pitching? The
Pitching,
John Oldham family.
John Oldham family pitching award. I think it's going to be between. I think it's going to be between Gray Rowlett and not Rowlett, Hewitt. Excuse me. Hewitt and Gillig. I have to look at the stats more and more and see who's.
Yeah, we took a
I
vote.
don't really have anything yet. As Caleb Hill takes off, he'll be clearly safe, and there's going to be interference. Going to be interference from the.
No.
We'll see. I think it was batters. Was it batter or catcher's
called
interference?
But he did protect him.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
But now it's 1-2. Hill at second after that stolen base. And swing and a miss by Gerard, but it's going to be drop 3 strike, and that's going to go behind the pitcher's mound. And I'm trying to get a quick little
Yeah, you
check
got to
back.
watch out for there. Get a break right there.
But I believe on those, I'm not too sure on that. So on those, that does count as a strikeout.
Right. Strikeout. He does get credit for a strikeout and a pass ball. Catcher. Yeah, that's what's tough. A guy might have all these strikeouts, but if your catcher can't. Well, and a pitcher has some wicked stuff. I've seen some big old breaking slider or something like that a catcher can't handle.
That's what people need to realize too. When a catcher misses a ball, it's pretty rare because he sets up where the ball is supposed to be.
Right.
Especially in the MLB, when you see a pass ball, that just means it's missed spot most of the time.
That was a good pitch right there for Gerard. He's right down the middle. You're trying to get this run in.
Yeah, and Gerard was just probably not ready for that. He's trying to lay off, try not to hit into a double play with 1 out and run at first. That's going to be ball number 1, 1-1.
Palmer's definitely does a good job keeping the ball down. See, and that's what he's trying to do now. He's trying to keep it down, get that double play.
Low, try and get a rollover double play. Trying to stop the run.
That's what we were talking about. Sometimes you got hitters move up in the box, so it elevates the ball a little.
1-1 check back for Gerard. He'll be safe. We've been live for an hour 30.
Yeah, we're in the fourth inning.
Well, it's maybe an actual game, probably an hour 20 or so, as that ball is hit towards the shortstop, and they're going to try and make a double play here with Gerard. That's going to be another pass ball.
No, it's a ball in the.
Fielder's choice, 6-4.
Yeah, fielder's choice 6-4.
E4 going to second.
And E4.
And that's
We put the ball in play, though, didn't we?
yeah. That's going to score. So now it's 3-5, still in Hutch's favor. It's going to be error for Hutch as well.
Fielder's choice.
But now we got a
fielder's choice.
2-out situation, runner on second. Wow, it's the second second pass ball for Hutch so far. That one.
Yeah, that
one hit the opposing team's bathrooms. Connor Owens is now up, and Owens had that earlier hit right up the middle, and that's what you want, especially with Gerard at second. He had that nice hit. It was Owens with the hit and run with Hill, right? And that was perfect. But now it's 0-1. Owens kind of gets caught on that one. The outside pitch gets.
I like what Owens doing, stepping out of the box, though. 0-2, real quick 0-2. Just jump in the. Because, like I said, that pitcher's working quick. Palmer's working quick. He's dealing right now. It strikes.
See what happens here. 0-2. Big lead off. He'll let off that one.
That's close.
That was a close one right there. Ooh.
Pretty close.
1-2. Great layoff. 2 outs.
People in the press box were going, ooh. No. They thought it was going to be a strike, but no.
Owens, big swing and a miss. It's going to be another strikeout for Palmer, excuse me. And with that, that'll end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 4th as your Sluggin Rebels gain 1 run that inning. Cuts the lead down to 2. It's a lead from 2. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Final bracket.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 4th as Alex Gillick still looks to continue as he had an amazing outing in the last inning.
Yeah, and I was going to go over some scores real quick. Patriots are ahead of 316 Elite, 3-2. Aviators are ahead of the other team Elite, I guess, 5-3. That's the leaders of the 2 leagues, and they're playing at X Stadium right now, and it's 2-1 Cannons in the top of the 5th. And then our score.
5-3 in the bottom of the 4th. Gillig gets a pop up towards the left field, and they're going to try and make a play right here, and Gerard just won't be able to. That's going to be out of play.
Now, Newton.
That'll probably be a different story. That's probably going to be
right.
a caught ball right there. But now you got Joey Barron. Joey Barron's up, and he took a. Now you got Joey Barron at 0-1. Like we said, Barron scored the last 3. Last 3 of the 5, maybe 4, right?
But you look at Barron hitting .426.
Barron takes a nice swing at that one, but that's just popped way up. And first baseman make the play right there. Great play by Owens, getting right under it. And that's a good way to start the inning, getting Barron out.
Yeah, I mean, when he hit .426, if he has 5 home runs, 25 RBIs, he's a pretty good hitter.
Yeah.
And here's your top guy, Thornhill, hitting .491 now. Like I said, that 4 for 5 definitely helped him yesterday. .491. Wichita State player. Something out there. A ball went out to the outfield. It's Clark Henry, a bullpen ball went out there at the timeout here.
I mean, looking over Hobart Deader Field, it's a pretty great field out here.
Oh, yeah. The history of this and the great ball players that played here.
Do the opening rounds of the NBC tournament here, and it's pretty fun. And that ball's hit straight up the middle. I mean, well, that was Gillig. Was that Gillig's first hit given up?
I've been saying, yeah, I mean, that's
a nice hit.
And that's 3 for 3 for Thornhill. 4 for 5 yesterday. My gosh. Definitely jumps on the fastballs.
So now you got the cleanup hitter and Hunter Autry.
Yeah, Autry hitting .393.
Runner on first. Look at strike number 1.
Gillis coming in, just throwing strikes. That's what you want. That way you get your defense back into it.
And Baylor White is warming up for Sluggin Rebels. So far, Gillig's doing amazing. That's going to be a little onside. Ball number 1, 1-1.
And I was talking to Coach Olson on the phone, and he was talking about he was getting his pitching, getting all figured out for this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be pretty crazy, especially how our bullpen's treating. Our only off day is going to be that Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you can rest up.
Oh, and that was
right
one
there.
thing I was real big as a GM. I said, no, we need an off day because some guys, let's play Friday. And I go, we're getting done Thursday.
Yeah.
Give us one day.
Now it's 2-1. It's going to be another layoff for Autry. Now it's 3-1.
See young Gillick here. We call him Young Gillick because he's the younger one, but see how he bounces back right here. But it's a good hitter's count, 3-1, and obviously these guys should know how to hit 3-1 usually.
Yeah, we'll see right here as Autry takes a big cut at that one, but misses, luckily.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be a full count for Autry, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Autry try almost lay off this one or maybe get jammed after that big cut, See what Gillick does here. I'm interested to see a full count, 1 out. And there's going to be a foul ball.
Oh, barely got it. Barely got a hold of that.
So close.
Yeah, Autry yesterday. I said he had a couple big hits, especially in that last inning.
Heard the other broadcasters talk about the NBC, and I remember I was double checking the dates for the NBC, tournament, and they have the alumni section there, and some MLB alumni people. And man, they got some amazing players in there. And,
oh yeah,
Aaron Judge. What's that? Jeff McNeil.
Strike 3.
So that's going to be a strikeout.
Wow.
Caught looking. Great strikeout by Gillick right there.
You look at Autry right there. That's his 13th strikeout. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean,
is that we got Cade Clemens? But like I was saying before, I mean, man, the NBC is home of many great players that are still playing. Springer takes off at first, and that's going to be a foul ball. And
try to get a hit and run.
Yeah, and just not going to work out for Clemens right there, and runner will be sent back to first. I'm enjoying what I like so far from Gillick. I was a little skeptical so far, before coming in, just because he is pretty new. And
yeah, you're getting against a pretty good team. I mean, it's them and Cheney are right up there at the top. There's no doubt.
But we'll see. Also, it seems like Coach isn't really wanting to wear him out, as now he's facing an 0-2 count for Clemens, 2 outs. Like
now this is what we see what he does here.
Yeah, Coach does have Balin White kind of warming up back there, throwing some pitches out there. So we're going to be called for a balk, and runner's going to advance to second right there.
Yeah, you got to make sure don't get careless.
Yeah,
it's kind of playing with the ball there, and you know what I mean, juggling, jumping. Just keep putting your glove or whatever.
Yep. Coach does have Balin White warming up, so probably doesn't want to keep Gillick out there too long. That's going to be another strikeout. It's going to be a Pizza of Noon strikeout right there for
Gillick. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, for Gillick. Excuse me, as now once again, that was a great, another shutout. For,
Coach English out there talking to him right now, see if he can go another inning. So we'll probably see him back out there.
Yep, and with that, the Sluggin Rebels still down 3-5. It's been a great game so far, and we'll be right back.
Good.
Looking back to the top of the fifth, as we got a new pitcher for the Hutch Monarchs and Nathan Adler.
Yeah, he's going to pitcher from going to be at Wichita State from Andover, Kansas. Adler, let's give you his stats right here. He has a 2-0 record, 3.78 ERA.
He's from Cali College, which I am an alumni from.
Yeah,
that's going to be fouled off from Clark right there.
He's pitched 16 2/3, and he's only walked 4, and he struck out 27. That's pretty good ratio. I mean, 16 innings.
Yeah, because that's going to be hit by a pitch by Clark right in the hip, and he's going to run through that.
Well, hey, whatever it takes, get on base.
And now we got Micah Dvorak. It's another situation where Clark led off, gets on base. Now we got Micah Dvorak trying to make something of it.
You know, it's kind of interesting to see if Coach is going to try to play for that one run, get him over, try to make it a one-run game or something. But like I said, you do that, sometimes you give it out, you definitely probably – I don't know if you're going to get that big inning. You know what I mean? You're trying to play for the big inning, or do you try to play for a run?
Dvorak looks at strike number 1. You know, kind of reach for that one, but
yeah, that was a ball. That was
missed on that one. 0-2.
Just a little over anxious. Dvorak is. I noticed that. Just got to get back to his approach he was using earlier.
Yeah, he had a great approach these past couple games, and there's a great layoff right there. Now it's 1-2. Dvorak.
It's kind of amazing. You look at the scoreboard, you know, you got 5-3 in their favor. Each team has 6 hits. They've got 3 errors. We got 1.
And they're still winning, yeah.
Well, the difference is, you know, the walks and hit batters at that, you know, when you get those hits at that time, timely hits. There you go.
3 great balls from Adler right there. Now it's a full count. So now Dvorak is gonna kind of wonder what Dvorak's gonna see here. See, he looks at ball number 4.
But see, that was the pitch that he swung before. So he laid off of it. He figured it out. So now you got the runner in scoring position.
Catcher, Brandon Harper.
So Coach Jones throwing some signals out there. Definitely probably a bunt situation right now. And this is one of the things that we've been talking about.
Shows bunt, lays off, and still going to be called for that strike.
Yeah, and that's a little high. I mean, it's the thing is you bunt strikes, but sometimes that high strike you could pop up too.
Yeah, you want to lay off those. But now it's 0-1 for
But that's
Harper.
his job. This is what we talk about, the execution. If you get to 80% execution,
try to bunt it towards the third base side and just go foul. So now he's 0-2, and we'll see if he tries to bunt again or just trying to lay off some pitches. But I feel like as Adler, you might just have to go after him.
yeah, I mean, Adler's going to come right after him, and
Yeah, he's 0-2.
seems like the type of guy that just comes right after you. I mean, you've watched him, so I mean,
So that's going to be hit. Dribbled up towards first. And
no double play, just like a bunt, actually.
Basically
moved him over.
And I moved over each runner. So now both scorers, both runners now in scoring position.
Yeah, I used to sit there, and what I would tell the guys, they'd come up. So situation, let's say runner on second, and I'd just say, I'd look at him and go, whatever it takes. Well, that meant you could bunt it, you could hit a long fly ball, you hit to the right side. You had some options. Just get that guy over there. And Harper did a good job getting him over. So now it's up to Palmer. Now, Palmer hit that long fly ball the last inning. But he's definitely got to make contact here.
1 out. That's going to be a low. And actually, I got the Adlers confused. There's 2 Adlers. It's Grant Adler that went to Cali.
Okay. Yeah, I know the Adler family back, from Winfield back years ago.
So that's going to be a swing and a miss.
He's getting a little long in his swing there.
Nate Adler, he's from Butler, but now he's at WSU heading to his, I believe, junior season.
This big right here, I like to see Tyler make some contact because they're not going to double him up. He
looks at a low ball, 2-1.
But see, he's one of those guys, too, and needs to get that foot down. And if you notice, you see him saying, you can see from up here a lot because we're right on top of him.
2-1, 1 out. Both runners in scoring position at second and third. See what Palmer does here and lays off that inside pitch. Great
3-1.
Great look. 3-1.
Look close.
Top of the fifth. Score still 3-5. There's a great chance to tie it up for Palmer.
Whoa.
Looks at inside pitch, hit him.
And
now we got bases loaded. It's going to be ball 4 anyways. But now we got bases loaded with Easton Elliott.
No, Easton right here. Just don't get long. Just do your thing, man. Just little base hit and you can line drive.
Don't aim for the fences, but I mean, just trying to.
So it was interesting when he talked at our interview thing, and he was talking about that was the second home run he hit or something. You know how excited he was and all that. But he also kind of admitted,
To be fair, actually, I wouldn't mind for him to aim for the fences. That'd be a deep.
Well,
yeah,
if he could drive it,
yeah.
He's got to drive it,
But we'll see. 1 out. Bases are loaded.
Well, and he's the kind of guy you're not going to double up if you hit it on the ground even.
Yeah, and we'll see how Adler approaches this as he's going to have a mount visit.
Yeah, because Adler is talking about it. He's only walked.
Let's see, he's walked 9.
9 and 16.
Or, sorry.
No.
4.
Yeah, 4 guys.
Well, he's walked 4.
16 innings. And says struckouts 27 and 16.
So Adler, this is one of Adler's been a great piece for the Monarchs so far, and we'll see how he gets out of this one. This one right here, and now it's 1-0. One out. That's going to be a nice foul ball cut by Easton right there, but it's going to be 1-1 now.
I mean, there's a lot of holes there, right there. You look at that between third. I mean, you see everything up here. That's what I like about it. You see everything between third and short.
But all you want right here is just not a strikeout right here.
Yeah.
Anything, get the ball in play. That's going to be low. Ball number 2.
Adler's working down on him.
I think Adler's going to try and get him on those outside pitches. Doesn't want anything inside because any ball in play, it's probably going to score at least 1 run. And with Ethan's Easton's speed, you're not going to double him. Easton.
Whoa.
Great layoff right there. 3-1 now.
Okay, he's got one spot because right here, he could take one or whatever. I mean, if he walks him, guess what? You score a run. Do not help the pitcher out.
Now it's 3-1, 1 out. And the top of the lineup is right up next, and that's going to be a walk.
Perfect.
And that's what you want right there from Easton. Because we're going to score a run right there. Now it's 4-5. And we'll see what Hutch does so far. Adler's not having his best game so far. Considering I think he's already thrown 2 walks, right?
Yeah.
2 walks so far.
Hit batter
or
twice.
Hit
hit.
Never mind. Yeah.
I mean, you're right. It probably wouldn't have been a walk because it was inside.
Kind of saves him a little. He looks at Caleb Hill. I mean, Caleb Hill is what you want. At first he's gone on base.
Well, he's got a good eye,
every
like I said right there.
so far.
But he's the type of guy who can go with the pitch, and that's what he needs to do. And he's fast enough too.
Plays off that outside pitch. 1-1.
I mean, it's kind of a similar situation.
Once again, bases are loaded. Caleb Hill. And Hill will kind of take a swing at that one. Now it's 1-2. 1 out.
Yeah, he played early in Ed's tenure. He tore the D-League. When it was D-League, he tore it up.
Hill. their outside pitch. Adler's was kind of like in Carroll's kind of spot where these outside pitches aren't being called and aren't being really swung at, so it's kind of tough to find the right pitch. Hill will hit this one, and this one just a little too high at center field, but Dvorak's going to try and tag up, and he successfully will. Now we got a tie game. So great sacrifice from Hill right there. Easton still at first, and that was, I believe, Palmer. Yeah, that was Palmer at third now. It's now throw foul. That one back. 0-1. Runners on third and first. Seems like Elliott might just take off. He looks ready right there. Yep, Elliott will take off, and runners will not get him.
Yeah,
way to hold on to the ball by the catcher right there. That was Joy Barron. But now we got both runners now in scoring position, and Elliott's the person who won at second. He will turn a outfield blooper into a score. Garrow hit this one towards left field, and this one has a little bit of pop, but just not enough.
Not enough. Just too much elevation on that.
Now in the inning for the Sluggin Rebels is now we have a tied ball game.
Wow, way to battle back. We broke the one streak. We got a cricket number.
There we go, and with that we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the fifth as we have Ryan Henderson leading off.
With some right here we're going to see. We haven't seen Gillick go this many innings, have we?
Nope. Two is the farthest he has gone.
Young Gillick we're talking about.
Nice hard hit right there from Henderson, but Guerra's there to recover. And
perfect strike.
What a great arm right there from Guerra. I'm interested to see. I might have to follow Guerra. Let's see if he comes back next year or anything. Seems like be interesting to follow him throughout his whole career.
Yeah.
So, he's shown a lot of skills on and off the field, it seems like.
Like I say, he's had that's about his fourth infield assist.
And we got John Jenkins.
Jenkins. He's got a walk and a strikeout. This is the first time he's faced young Gillick. Young Gillick.
So it's going to be another ball, but if you look at the spreadsheet, both teams are very similar. Sluggin Rebels got 5 hits, or 5 runs, excuse me, and so do the Monarchs. Both have 6 hits. The only difference is in errors is Monarchs have 3 compared to Sluggin Rebels 1. It's going to be another ball, 3-0.
Yeah, it's kind of uncharted waters. So we haven't seen him pitch that many innings. Like at one time, we see him come in, do an inning, do some work, get us out of jams or whatever he's done as a middle relief.
It's going to be strike number 1. Now it's 3-1.
But I've been
One
pretty
out.
impressed because he's gone through the lineup. I mean, some pretty good hitters.
Yep, he's made his mark so far. But we'll see how long he can go because we do have people warming up as this ball is going to be hit towards center field. And
Whoa.
great play.
Wow.
Wow, what a play by Tyler Palmer out there at the
Unbelievable.
dive and play. And that's what we're talking about,
That's
Palmer.
what we're talking about right there.
You know,
Saved a double right there.
We say that, he's kind of struggling on offense, but that defense is unmatched.
And he might have saved a run right there. That's what I'm saying, that defense sometimes. That's what you see in major leagues, too. A guy's a great defensive player, doesn't hit for an average, but they look at how much.
That's why he's in the starting lineup for that defense.
Save you runs. And right there, Tyler Palmer, my gosh. It was neat watching that.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was 2 outs and almost hit by a pitch right there for.
And that should pump up.
That was a generous steal right there.
Alex, because right there, hey, I got my defense working for me. Guess why? Because I'm throwing strikes coming right after him.
Jenner fouls that one back. Now it's 1-1.
That's good, as we were talking about. Some of the pitchers, they've had the opportunity. I know you and I talked about it yesterday. Step up, contribute, help us out here. And some have, some haven't. And at this point of the season, you got to have guys just start like Alex is doing right here. He's keeping us in this game.
That's going to be another pop-up towards, seems like this right fielder's going to make that play, and it will. That was a Dvorak right there. And that's going to be a quick shutout inning. So that's going to be 3 straight.
And there's a T.J. English going over to talk to him, the coach. And
that's going to be 3 straight innings where Gillig's gotten 0 runs.
So that might be it. It looks like that might be it.
Might be it for Gillig.
No, he's pointing. Yeah, you can see right there, Coach English pointing.
Coach is going to, take his, this is I think this is a great option by Coach right now because you don't want a tired pitcher out there, no matter how great he's done.
Is that Bailey? I don't know who's coming in. Can you see?
I think that might be Balin. Yep, 30.
30.
I believe so. That is Balin White. That should be.
Balin White.
Yeah, it should be coming in. I believe that's probably the best option you have right now when you're going to go into the bottom of the 6th. Balin's been a starter for us, and he can go those long innings. And we're going to have a new pitcher as well for the Monarchs. It's going to be number 8, and that will be Will Maynard. He's a lefty.
Yep, let's see what he's got here.
Your attention, please. Coming out of the South Hutch storage.
What a great outing. So,
well, Maynard, and you look at him, 1.75 or 6 ERA, 1-0 record, 15 innings.
8 appearances.
Yeah, 13 hits, 3 earned runs, 13 walks. So he's walked a few, but he has 23 strikeouts. And the people are hitting 228 against him. I always look at that batting average against. That tells you how effective they are.
This is going to be a pretty dangerous matchup, especially. But he can draw some walks, it seems like. And, their last Adler, he only had, 4 walks in the entire season. He got about, a quarter or half of that throughout the 2 innings he pitched. So we'll see what that brings as innings about to start. And we'll have Drake Gerard to lead off.
Yeah, Gerard right now, he's 0 for 3. He did grounded out to second, struck out, and an error on the second baseman.
Looking at the, updated Sunflower Collegiate League standings, Greer kind of, there's been other players here, but Guerra is, it seems like he is top 7 in RBIs with 25 this season. Yeah. And in ERA, Gray Hewitt, he's at second with a 1.8 this season, so pretty amazing so far.
And Garrett picked up an RBI earlier.
So now he's at 26. And now we got Drake Gerard.
I see Drake really get going. I mean, when that first, and I'd say that first week or two, he was our MVP.
Yeah, but, Gerard kind of not really fell back, but, he's taken.
Yeah, he's still hitting a decent average, 280, whatever. But
I think what stepped up is that defense.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see. I would take a I think I'd much rather take an average hitter with great defense than a awesome hitter with bad defense.
Right.
You kind of want a man that can do both. And now it's 1-1 for Gerard. It's going to be a little 2 inside, 2-1.
Well, just like I said, we talked about Maynard. Maynard is at Seminole Community College from Waller, Texas, another Texan.
Listed Maynard as so that's going to be a check swing foul. Listed Maynard as a lefty pitcher, but he's pitching right. Yeah, Maynard. Yeah, this says Maynard's left, but he's right.
Maybe he throws both ways, you know.
We'll see it right here.
Whoa.
So that's going to be strike number 3 for Gerard. Great pitch right there for Maynard. That's going to be out number 1.
First baseman, Connor Owens.
Connor Owens got an RBI in that first inning, and then base hit in the third. He struck out in the fourth.
A little high.
There's a lot of movement out there, though.
Owens right there. But this is a great game for Owens right now. Drew a crucial walk. And got a RBI single earlier in the game. 1-0. He's going to kind of get jammed up right there. And
Yeah, he kind of jammed himself, didn't he? Kind of what you can see.
A little late on that one. Gets himself jammed, but no, still it's a new pitcher, so
yeah, definitely has some good stuff, good movement.
Make some adjustments, and come back next inning.
I like Maynard's late break. He has it's little wicked stuff. That's what he got. You know, when he got Gerard out, that inside pitch and just broke right over like a slider.
I got Clark Henry up, 2 outs. Strike number 1.
It's kind of neat when you watch pitching from out here. You could see that some guys have later break, some have early break.
Swing and a miss by Clark Henry.
Yeah, see, I mean, right there, and what you're going to hit is take that ball to the right side. Because you can't even get around on that. You know, you got to take it that way.
0-2. Check swing, and he did not go, and it's going to be called a ball. 1-2.
It almost sounded like a foul. Tipped, didn't it? A little,
yeah,
but
very close. But I think that might have been the catcher's glove right there. But 1-2, 2 outs. Lays off that one. Now it's 2-2.
That's one thing I'd like to see. Some of these guys with the radar guns right here, we don't have the capabilities of that.
2-2 count. Another check, and it's going to be a full count. So we'll see. See how Clark approaches this one with Maynard's nasty break and everything. You know,
Henry's been on base twice. A walk and hit and pitch.
And he'll take a big swing and a miss.
That's a big cut.
So that's going to end the inning for the Sluggin Rebels as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score still being 5-5. And Balin White's going to head out on the mound. And we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6 as we have the 9 hole for the Monarchs, Will Starks, to lead off. And, you know, we'll see what the new pitcher, Balin White, comes in, see what he can do for Alex Gillick, who had an amazing stat line, and get you those final stats soon. It is 0 for 1 so far. Now it's 1-1.
Let's see what White can do here.
Check swing, and that's going to be.
It's a good job holding up on that.
Yeah, that's when we called a ball, 2-1. Final stats for Gillick: 3 innings pitched, only gave up 1 hit, and struck out 2.
No walks.
No walks, no earned runs, no nothing. So
pretty impressive.
Great outing for him. So now it's 3-1 for. And as that ball's going to be popped up in the infield, and they can't see it. Ball's just been dropped, and just couldn't really
it's
find
tough
it.
sky of all things, though. That's not 5-5 game and that happens. It's just
and tough. Yeah,
and that's where you got to yell if you right off the bat. I need help.
I think Garrett. Garrett was telling. I think Garrett thought, or Gerard thought Garrett had that, and when it was just too late, and ball just dropped and got.
It's like we're snake bit though, and something like that, because I know it's tough sky. You point it as soon as you see it, you can't see it.
And we're just looking at
5-5, and that's a good pitch. I mean, White did a great job.
We were just now looking at Garrett's fielding percentage at a shortstop, and man, he's innings played at shortstop is about 115.
No, it doesn't matter about that because it's a tough sky. We always call it tough sky where the ball goes up. You got to. That's where
the sky's like perfect color for.
You don't see it with the lights and everything, and the ball goes up, and especially in the outfield. That's why you got to help out each other.
Yeah, but we're looking at the defensive stats, and man, Garrett's playing out of his mind at shortstop, and that's going to be a hard ground ball, and that's going to be an easy out, but
good execution.
It's going to move the runner, third base. But
it's just tough, It's right there. They score. Let's say they do score a run right here, and you go, they can't run on just something like that.
And especially when you have to face,
because on a regular, sky or anything, Garrick has that in his back pocket. So, but that's just how it is. I mean,
I think this is what Hutch really wanted. Maynard really shut us down that when he first came in, and stats show, and
got the infield in here.
If you have the 1-run lead, it's going to be tough to battle back, but we'll see.
But you got to hand it to Stark, man. He ran hard. He ran hard all the way. I mean, it wasn't like, a pop-up, I'm just going to jog.
In some of those cases, it's probably a single.
Yeah, I mean, most guys, a lot of guys.
So that ball is going to be crushed towards right field, and that's going to be foul.
Wow,
that was a.
You can see the line on that one.
Once again, that was Barron. Same spot, and last time that happened, home run. So.
Yeah, and but again, getting back to that, it's just a situation where you just got to keep helping each other out, and remember that. I remember one time I went out and talked to umpire for a long time because the sky was tough, and I was trying to give me a few more minutes, and I made a big discussion with an umpire. Finally, guys go, "Yeah, we can see a little better, coach." Okay.
1-1. After that monster foul ball, Barron swing and miss. This is what like we said last time this happened with that long foul ball from Barron. It was a home run. So see what White has up his sleeve right here, and that's going to be a chop towards shortstop, and they're going to try to make the play at home, and they do.
Nice, beautiful play by Garrett.
For Garrett,
that's a beautiful play.
That's a great way to get back at it.
Yeah, and a great tag.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right there, he was going to his right on a run, flips it right, kind of like Jeter-esque right there, just flipping it over there, perfect strike to the plate.
That's a great way for Garrett to get back after that drop ball. Get the dude that was at second, get him out at home.
Great play.
Great decision-making by Gerard right there.
Yeah, first I thought, well, they scored the run. He'll probably throw the guy out.
I think everyone thought that, but Gerard said nope.
No, he looked at him. He had a chance.
So that ball's going to be hit towards right field, and it'll be foul. That was Thornhill right there. So now it's 0-1.
Yeah, that's huge right there.
Thornhill hits that one towards
Now see,
center.
tough sky. Look. See,
Yeah,
look
they
at
can't
it.
really find it, it seems like. You can't see
See?
it, and it's going to drop in
That's
between.
what I'm saying.
Man, this
Unbelievable.
This is tough right here.
That's what I said. I've seen it.
That run's going to score from first.
Freaking, I mean, it's just crazy. You know, freaking great. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, I mean, man, that is a.
Yeah, that's why I said sometimes I'd sit there and I'd go talk to the pitcher a little, try to take some time off, let that sun just go down just a little. But it's, you know, right there, there's a time in there where you just can't see. Obviously, you could see. Nobody could see. Neither outfielder could see it. Just unfortunate. That's what I'm saying. A double snake bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
just the worst thing right now. It's just that it's so bright yet dark out that it blends in with the.
well, and I think the
ball.
lights too, and they have a
Yeah.
lot to do with it and all that. But it's just a combination, and that's why we call tough sky. And 2 straight, yeah, that's what we were talking about. The guys in the booth and everything.
Got above the lights, and that's how you lose.
Yeah, it gets up over there, and
Brights are light today. So that's going to be check swing. And,
you know, I don't think
It's
if it
gonna
was
be
a
ball.
ground ball, if a routine ground ball, you wouldn't have that problem.
I mean, yeah, show by Guerra, you know.
Thornhill gets another RBI double. He's 4 for 4.
Man,
He's
yeah.
4 for 4. He had 4 straight, 8 hits in 2 games.
1-1, 2 outs. It's going to be a swing and a miss by Autry right there. 1-2.
That's pretty amazing. He's 4 for 9, or 8 for 9 in the 2 games.
Let's see what Balin White does here. 1-2, trying to get out of this inning. Just not another foul ball, please.
Fly ball, yeah.
Or yeah, fly ball. So that's going to be fouled back. 1-2.
And that's kind of I was hoping. I was hoping that Thornhill would hit like a ground ball so you guys could see it. Like Gerard, he made that great
That-
play.
Yeah.
So that saved a run right there. Same time I think we hit, it's going to be down a little. That they won't have as much problem. But it's just that time, man. And my outfitters will give me, hey, coach, yeah, we can't see.
Well, this, if anything, it shows true home advantage right here. 1-2.
Is that Kansas sky? The sundown.
It's going to be a little outside. 2-2.
I try to go and talk about, hey, I got a problem here. And I make up, say, how come? Look, hey, look at the lineup card or something.
Try and delay
Say,
time.
Oh, yeah, no, you had to do something because it's. Of course, I'm not telling the umpires that, but
2-2. Fouled back.
because I'd ask, hey, can I move? If I move my DH out, and can I do this? I'm asking all these. And then finally, the guys at the nod, hey, okay. And then I go, okay, all right, thank you. Go back to the dugout. Slow walk to the dugout.
2-2 for.
It's all those little games you play. Wow.
Great layout by Autry. Now it's going to be a full count. Let's see what White does here.
Yeah, it's amazing that lineup. Look at this. I mean,
Yeah, that Barron.
5 runs have scored.
Yeah, between Barron and Thornhill.
Yeah, Barron scored 3 times.
Full count.
5 of the 6.
Autry,
Nice.
nice swing and a miss. There's going to be a Pizza Hut of Newton strikeout from Balin White right there. And, to be honest, it probably should be a tied game, but
Yeah,
it's going to be Kansas.
But again, that's what you and I were talking about. We're always playing catch up. It seems like, and we just haven't had that. We could break away, and then I don't know what else to say there.
Can't really explain too much.
You can't blame anything on that. You blame it on the sky, whatever you want. But I mean, it just happened. The only word I can think is snake bit. That's the only thing. It's just that we're, what I'm saying, just not getting the break right now doesn't mean we won't get the break the rest of this game. So hopefully we do.
Yeah, we'll see how they do against Maynard this inning, as we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 7th as the Rebels are down 5-6 after a
Oh boy.
it seemed like it may have been a routine fly ball, but the ball just got caught up in the sky. And
Well,
no one could locate
that
it.
you know, that we always catch.
Yep, as Micah Dvorak just hits that straight up the middle. We're going to get a great throw by second baseman right there, but just won't be in time.
All right, here we go.
So that was Cade Clemens on that one, but just short.
That's Micah's second hit.
And now we're at Brandon Harper, who's done pretty good so far today. He drew a walk. And
He had two hits. I believe he had
2 hits. I think he drew a walk.
That's a walk. He had that. Let's see. And then the situation again, he didn't. Well,
That's going to be a big swing by Harper right there.
'cause I thought maybe he tried to bunt before and he didn't get it down, and then he got the hit. So.
Yep, as I believe, when you try to bunt, it's down 0-2, and I think he drew 4 straight walks or balls. Get a walk right there. But now it's 0-1. Going to be checked back for Dvorak.
But the big thing is got to get him over. Try to get him over. Get us a chance. Get tie this game up.
So Harper's going to foul this one off left side. I'll be out of play. 0-2 now.
Once again, just another reminder, our foul balls are property of the Hutchinson Monarchs.
You know, I always tell my teams you got to be better than the other team. You got to be better than the umpires. You got to be better, but it's hard to be better than the sky. It's hard to. How do you beat that tough sky? I mean, what can you say? You
can't blame anyone but the sky. But
no, it's like that. It doesn't matter. I don't care who. I've seen some of the best ball players around. It's like Palmer. We talk about Palmer being a Gold Glove guy, one of the best outfitters we've seen.
He's still kind of located because it was just
no. You couldn't
so
see.
hot.
He puts his hands up right off the bat.
So that ball is going to be popped up towards the left side of the field, and they're going to try and make a play here, and they will.
And he made it.
So that was the third baseman who made the play on that one. That was Ryan Henderson.
And somehow we got to get the runner over in scoring position, though.
Now we got one out. The runner at first. Now I got Palmer.
Palmer's struck out, flew out to center, and got hit with the pitch.
See what Palmer does at this at bat.
See, I wouldn't mind seeing Palmer put a bunt down to third right there, because look at that. How far back he is.
Doesn't look like he's in bunting formation. Just gotta look at that.
Well, just because the element of surprise, look how far back he is. You can see back here. Palmer did a little drag bunt and lay it right down that.
That's what we've had.
There's nobody's going to throw him out.
And we've always had trouble with that, though.
We got to practice it.
Third base bunting right now. Palmer's going to swing at that one.
That's
going to be a great gapper right there, and Dvorak's going to take off. I think he's going to round, try and go home, and he will.
Tied.
And now we're going to have a tied game, and that's going to be a triple for Palmer, and it might be a home run. It's going to be a home run for Palmer.
Palmer gets things going, like I said.
Inside the park, home run for Palmer right there, and that's how you get back from that. Palmer made up for losing the ball, and
well,
great. It wasn't his fault, but it was around his.
No, it wasn't. That's
area,
not his fault. But the whole thing,
like with Guerra, he got back from the same thing.
But I think
the player at home.
Palmer said, "Hey, Coach Carter, I'm not going to bunt. That's what him and I talk about is taking that
I
ball
saw
the other way.
The ball start curving. I was like, oh, that might be good for us because Dvorak has a lot of speed and.
That's huge. That's what I see for him doing right there. But he's got to take the ball, take it the other way. That's out because everybody's pitching him outside. And he did exactly what he needed to do. I'm glad for him.
That was a great piece of hitting by Palmer. That is going to be counted as a triple for Palmer, but an error.
But it's hard to believe. I look at that scoreboard to see, when you look at the Monarchs with 4 errors. You just don't see that.
Yeah, now we got Easton Elliott. Lays off that one, 2-0.
Especially here. Especially,
But like we said, I think maybe 2 home games ago, and we're kind of talking about our home run drought, and I think we might count that as it kind of stops that up with that inside the park home run. But now Easton Elliott, 3-0, 1 out. Score is now 7-6.
Yeah, and look at that. Like I said, we were talking about 7-6, 8. No, you got 8 hits apiece.
That's strike number 1. And
so it's kind of like the errors. I mean, we had the walks and the hit batters. They gave them runs, and then they gave us with the errors.
So that's going to be a hard hit ground ball towards the shortstop. And he'll make the play right there.
Good play.
Get Houston Elliott out, and that was the shortstop. That was Thornhill right there. Thornhill had some nice plays the other night, or actually last night, excuse me.
Got a nice strong arm, just flipped it over there easily.
Both teams have great shortstops defensively and offensively. As
we are.
Thornhill and Gerard are having, seems like a head-to-head battle.
And we are top of the lineup too. So
we got Caleb Hill top of the lineup, 2 outs. Foul that one back.
Tell you what, with Palmer, man, he hit that right on the the screws right there. That ball just took off.
Yeah, like I said, I saw the curve of it. I was like, oh, that might drop in.
And the guy with his speed, and it's fun watching him run the bases. That's what I love. I love speed, and I best like to see guys hit the ball, especially when they hit the gaps like that. They're fun to watch.
0 for 1 for Caleb, and it's going to be a hard ground ball towards third. Way to field it by the third baseman. That was Henderson on that one, and Henderson got two of the outs right there. And with that, the Sluggin Rebels now lead 7-6 after that, inside the park home run from Connor.
Well, it just gets me. That's basically, where I'm sitting there. Maybe Palmer put a bunt down because that third baseman was playing way back. I mean, and then he does one better. He says, "No, I'm going to get a triple and inside. With an error."
But with
that was huge.
We'll head to a quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome to the bottom of the 7th.
All right.
As your score is 7-6 in the Rebels' favor. Balin White still on the mound. That's going to be fouled back from number 18, Cade Clemens.
Yeah, Clemens. I think he's 1 for 2. There's a walk, base hit, and a strikeout.
It's going to be another swing and a miss right there from Clemens. Now it's 0-2. Like I said, I think Balin White might be a perfect middle relief pitcher to starting pitcher for the Rebels. Him and Gillick, as that ball is a little over Clemens' head. But Balin White, Zach, and Hewitt have all been great for us so far, and it's really shown today.
He's had some great outings. I mean, he was a Bethel College Player of the Day.
So that's going to be a strikeout. Pizza Noon sponsored strikeout for the Sluggin Rebels and Balin White. So that's going to be out number 1.
Well, I'm just happy to see how they bounce back, especially after yesterday. I mean, you and I were kind of worried a little, but we talked about the pride, and they're definitely coming out playing hard, and it's just, as I said, that was a bump, just a big bump yesterday.
That's what you like to see out of your team. They're we can't really see it on live stream, but we can see on the dugouts. They're cheering on, they're sitting out of the dugouts, and again, their team hyped up, even though You know, they gave up 15 runs the last night.
In one inning, yeah.
Yeah, but it's great to see this type of energy. You know, just a great bounce back energy. But we also have someone warming up for the Sluggin Rebels. Can't really see. It's a little dark out, but it seems like it's going to be a single-digit number. Actually, it's double-digit.
Is that
I can't really see. I mean, there's a lights kind of blocking the red backing of our jerseys as
kind
another foul ball.
Kind of looks like can't tell right there.
Could be Griffin Hewitt.
That's what I thought. It might be
Yeah.
Hewitt.
Either Hewitt or Nace. I'm pretty sure that is a 1. But we do have a good amount of ones on our team as that ball is going to be popped up towards foul territory, and Gerard would make the play right there, and it seems like
Glad he saw that because I did it for a while.
I came near his face on that one, but that's going to be out number 2, and
Right fielder.
yeah, that's what we want.
Jenkins.
This is what we want out of Balin White right now, but I do like what Coach is doing. You know, he did this with Gillig. Gillig went an extra inning than he usually does, and coaches said, you know, you had a great performance, but, you know, we're trying to keep fresh arms in. I think he might do this with White if he gets a great shutout inning here. So that's going to be strike
good
number
right
1.
there. Jenkins was 0 for 2. He had a walk in the first with RBI. That's a base loaded walk. Strikeout. And a fly ball to center. Well, I just think the key here is the pitching is keeping us in this, and then we're getting some timely hits, which we've struggled with that. But we put the ball in play a lot better.
Yeah, that's what we want. I mean, now it's 0-2, and White's looking for his strikeout, and everyone on the defense started moving towards the dugout, but we call for ball number 1.
Yeah, Tony didn't call that one.
1-2, 2 outs. Got That's going to be a ball in the dirt. John Jenkins, the batter for the Monarchs. So that's going to be a strikeout. Sponsored by Pizza of Newton. And what an amazing, that was probably one of the White's cleanest innings so far. Giving up no hits right there. And
yeah, White, like I said, he's pumped up, and that's what you brought up. Players are really into it now, and they should be. I mean, they got a good team here down 7-6, and they fought back.
Yeah.
They've been fighting back.
But, we were down by 2 coming into the third inning. We got shut out that inning, and then we came back, scored a 1, and then scored another, or scored 2 more after that. And we gotten 3 straight shutouts, thanks to Gillig. White came in, gave up 1 run, and then got a shutout immediately right after. But it's been a great game so far.
And always have another pitcher up.
Yep, and we'll get that information after this quick break. Welcome to the top of the 8th, and seems like we're having some
what's going on?
Issue right now. We'll see what's going on right now. As GM's talking with the first base ump, it seems like, and we'll see what's going on. As
Yeah, I don't know why he'd bring this up right now,
yeah, well,
especially when his pitcher's about to pitch.
yeah,
So
we'll
it's-
see. And the Monarchs' new pitcher for Hutch is Noah Kelly. And what'd you say? He has a 2.118 ERA.
Yeah, let's go over Noah's. 2.19 ERA, 2-0. 12 innings pitched, 12 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, and 16 strikeouts.
And
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know.
maybe we'll
Everybody
figure
up
out.
here does.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure out towards the end, and we'll see what's going on. I mean, very interesting. This coach is he's gonna come over to home plate umpire and just talk. And we didn't really see what happened beforehand. We were kind of
No, I didn't see anything either. I mean, it's a.
a conversation about batting
Just-
average and stuff, and
But the whole thing is, coming out when your pitcher's about ready to pitch.
you
Yeah,
kind of
that's-
icing him.
you're icing your own pitcher in a way because he's ready to go.
But now we got Ethan Guerra, and maybe we'll get an update soon from the great people up here in the Hutch box office.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I mean, I've seen Coach Q doing some different things. I'll put it that way through the years. But,
Yeah, I mean,
there is a
you gotta
reason.
wonder what that's all about, But now it's 1-0. And Guerra hits that to the first base side, and that's Kelly. Kelly gets there in the nick of time and gets the out right there.
It's a good 3-1 play.
So now we got Drake Gerard up. We are at the top of the 8th, so Rebels got 2 more innings to hold off. And we'll see. We're trying to get, I think 1 or 2 more runs will, get some pad up the lead. 76. Gerard looks at a high ball.
And Gerard's 0 for 4 right now with 2 strikeouts.
1 out.
I'd like to see him get going.
Another high ball. 2-0.
Yeah, I didn't know maybe he was going, they're going out, Tom, because we got a coach in shorts over there or something. I didn't know. I had no idea what he was complaining about.
Well, I feel like if he was complaining about Dawn, he probably talked to Dawn. Maybe as
There
that
you go.
ball's hit to center field and
Well,
that play we made. That was a nice piece of hitting by Gerard, but just a little too much.
yep, it's just smooth.
Wind kind of took that one. And now it's 2 outs now, and as always at the end of this inning, I'm kind of interested to see what they do with Bale and Wyatt. They're going to bring in the new pitcher, who we do believe is Griffin Hewitt.
Say Brewster, he's just smooth as Palmer out there in center field.
Yeah.
Just smooth, just ball's hit. They're probably going to catch it.
Very nonchalant as Connor Owens pops that one up towards the right side, towards the Rebels dugout, and they'll be out of play. Strike number 1.
See Owens right now. It's been the 4-hole right here. He's 1 for 4.
Check swing, a little low. 1-1. As always. Oh, it's a foul that went off, but as always, we'll be here tomorrow and the next day on Thursday to finish out the regular season.
And tomorrow we get to have some fun, though. The awards. Carl will be there.
It'll be the
So we'll get
Carl will interview him and talk
we'll
about the season.
Oh
and,
yeah, Carl. You need to
some
listen.
history. Yeah.
That's the guy that started the Newton Rebels back in the year 2000.
But now it's a 1-2 count for Owens. 2 outs. And Owens will look at strike number 3. That's going to be a strikeout.
That's
to
his
end the inning.
second strikeout.
And now we head to the bottom of the 8th. As your Sluggin Rebels still lead 7-6. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th, and Carr has an interesting message to.
Well, Pat Hahn sent me a long-time Enzo Bonventre. You know, we know Enzo. You know, he played for us for 3 years. He got hit in the face last week, broke a bone in his face. He's had surgery tomorrow, and he asked him if he had one last at bat because that's not how he wanted to go out. Well, he let him bat, and he just hit one over 21st Street for his last home run,
wow.
Last at bat ever.
What a
so good for
what
Enzo.
a way to go out, yeah.
Yeah, and so you know it's a tough break right there, but you know Enzo he's kind of moved on. I've talked to him, and when we played against him, and kind of moving on with his career.
I mean that's a ground ball straight to Gerard. That's going to be another assist for Gerard. So you could see Braden Harper. You saw that.
Yeah,
Harper was following the first baseman. As you know, that's what you want to see out of your catcher too, especially late in this game.
Right.
You know, you think he'd be tired. Nope. That's how you keep him warmed up. But you know, especially in this league, and you know, my brother was a part of the minor leagues, and that's the number one thing I talked to my friends that are in baseball. I was like, so do you have a backup? You know, every single athlete I've interviewed, especially at community college, do you have a backup career? And usually when they say no, you kind of want to. You know, help him out because.
Oh yeah.
Because you do like. I mean, obviously, there are no more things to make the league, but you always got to have that backup because, I mean, the chances are pretty slim. But.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, you.
You know, I mean, that's what I talk about with people here, and that's going to be a base hit.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Palmer to get.
That was a great decision right there for Palmer to back up and not get ahead of it.
Right. Let it go past him. Well, here's the tough part we got. We got the top of the lineup. And if you look at the top 3, 5 of the runs
have been from the 2 and 3 hole.
Yeah,
from
2 and 3
Barron
hole and everything. You know, generated. Of course, you know, Brewster's been pretty tough on us, and so we definitely got to earn this. Whoa!
So we're gonna get check back.
I thought he got him too.
Yeah, we called safe as that was a close one.
Yeah, he kind of caught him napping right there. He barely got back. I thought especially when you go back with your feet first instead of diving back.
1 out. Runner at first. Brewster's going to swing and a miss for strike number 1 on that outside pitch. But you know, we still have a pitcher warming up. And we do believe that is Hewitt. But interesting to see what, say a base hit right here. What happens here? Is this going to be a swinging strike number 2?
Now Harper right there. See what he did? Just looked at him. That's all you needed to do.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
This is great energy shown by Harper this late in the inning. Saying, he kept up with the runner at first.
But just you don't need to throw it.
He's ready for the check back, and man, it's very close. It seems like Will Starks is.
And if you notice, Micah is breaking hard right field. That's what you got to do. You got to see the play before it happens. Sometimes you know what you see a pick.
It's actually going to be a high ball.
Yeah,
1 and
pitch
2
out right there.
Yeah, I mean Starks. He's trying to waltz on back, but man, White is quick on those. It's White. It's nice hit by Brewster right there, and this might be a run for the
another
Hutch
triple.
Monarchs, and it's going to be his triple, and that's going to tie the game. As we just got word that's Brewster's 9th career triple.
Sets a record here. Especially he knows how to turn on that inside pitch.
Catcher, Joey Barron.
Yes, now we have a tight game after that great triple by Brewster, but now we got Barron and Thornhill, so it's going to be
two of their best.
There's going to be two
400s.
Yeah, there's going to be tough next 2 outs right now.
Just got to keep the ball down, try to get a ground ball here. Now, I notice it's that inside pitch. I can tell he likes that inside pitch. You definitely look like you want to throw him away.
Barron plays up that one. Now it's 2-0.
It's kind of similar to what Palmer did, hit right down that line.
That's 3-0.
Well, the thing is, you walk him, you still got double play, but look who you got up.
Yeah, Thornhill's
Yeah, Thornhill's what, 490 hitter, whatever. So
3-0, but you also don't want to give up a easy pitch right here. That's going to be strike number 1. But this is the problem we've had, these 3-1 counts.
yeah,
Sometimes our pitchers don't. I mean, they kind of get a little too soft with it. They can throw another inside, another strike down the middle. But that's not what they're going to do here, and that's going to be popped up in the infield. And I believe Connor Owens sees the ball and he'll catch it, and that's a great out right there.
That's a great out.
So now we have 2 outs.
But here's the toughest out right here.
Thornhill.
Yeah, he's
2 outs, runner on third. Thornhill.
Sawyer. Thornhill.
He's a guy sometimes you look at and go, well, maybe we need to walk him, in a situation like this. But, you also put on the,
You also have the DH Autry up. So we'll see how White pitches to him as this ball almost gets away from Harper. Great defense right there. Way to get in front of it. Now it's a 1-0 count.
Stand up here. I can see this a little better. The trouble is you got that ledge here.
Yeah, the ledge is kind of blocking, so you got to just lean forward, but we'll make it work. But now it's 1-0. 2 outs. So that's going to be a big swing and a miss by Thornhill right there as he tried to get that under ball right, a low ball. But it's 1-1. If we give up a hit, I wonder what coach is going to do here. That's going to be fouled back. Now it's 1-2.
So he tried to off-speed it right there, but he has such good hands. He still fouled it off. Like I said, this guy, 4 for 5 yesterday. He's 4 for 4 today. It's been great right now to get that out right here.
His parents were in our chat last
night,
and that's
awesome
awesome to hear.
We always like to hear from parents, even from opposing teams.
1-2. Lays off that high one, 2-2 now.
I'm sure they're watching again. So we always like to hear from parents. Let us know where you're from and how we're doing and anything to make us, our program better.
2-2. 2 outs. That's going to be a chaser right there.
It's a battle right here, isn't it?
Yeah, my heart almost dropped right there because I thought that was going to go left field kind of in front of a Clark right there. And it's just not what we want right here. We do not want to, soft hit right now. But, 2-2. That ball is going to be hit towards left field, and it's going to be foul, and we're going to try to make a play right there, and Clark's not there to get. Clark tried to make a.
That's just what you were bringing up yesterday about our field, with the foul.
Oh, yeah.
How the other fields cut in like that.
But that was a great hustle right there from Clark, trying to make the dive and play, but hit the blue tarp and.
Well, the thing is about him too, you got to play him straight up because he can hit it anywhere. So we've seen that now.
Yeah, you can't really predict where this ball's going to go.
No, it's not like you can do a shift like you see in the MLB.
Yeah. Can't imagine the nerves Balin White has right now. This ball's going to be popped up center field for Palmer. Palmer gets under it, and
he sees that one.
I just can't. Yeah, great way to get out for White, but I can't imagine the pressure you have right there on White. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on third. Especially with someone's 4-0.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the ninth as Carves on a bathroom break real quick. And it's just going to be me. I'm Jerry Luckner. And we're going to have a pitch hit as Jack Little is going to come in. And let me check the scores card who he came in with. Came in for. Double check. But Jack Little is going to sub in. He shows bunt. It's going to be third base bunt. And the pitcher's going to bobble it, and they're going to make the out right there. So that's going to be out number one for the new Hutch pitcher, Wickersham.
Yeah, it was a good idea, just too much to the pitcher.
Carr's back with us, but we had some subs. So then we got Caden Wickersham for the Hutch Monarchs. And
doing those GM duties again. Always staying busy.
Let's see, we had Alex Birch come in for right field, and that was for John Jenkins. And now we got Micah Dvorak as Jack Little came in for Clark Henry at left field. So Jack Little will be playing left field for us in the final inning. But Dvorak, nice hit towards the left field, and we'll see where this ball goes. And it'll be it'll be made.
He made it.
He made it. That was at left field. That was Will Starks out there. Great pitch by Will Starks. As we had so far we had a ground ball to the pitcher from Jack Little, and then a fly out from Micah Dvorak.
Yeah,
we're at 2 outs.
He's flew out 3 times to left field today, Dvorak.
Now we're with Brandon Harper. Check swing and called for a ball. 1-0. I mean, obviously you want to go ahead and run right here. Hutch is going to be dangerous in the ninth as there's a check swing, and they're going to count that as a strike.
I think they'll be bringing somebody in.
Yeah,
not sure.
Well, there's definitely going to be a
Sluggin Rebels will.
Sluggin Rebels sub.
I mean, with the pitching.
But you know what's great so far in the bottom of the ninth? We got through the top 3 for Hutch in that bottom of the 8th. So that's going to be a big swing and a miss right there from
He opened
Harper.
up big time on that. Needs to
1-2.
Keep that right shoulder in.
Yeah, 1-2 for Harper.
No, when you open up that shoulder, that head goes with it. So.
Yeah. 1-2.
Good
Almost
eye.
like that strike number 3, but
good eye right there.
great eye right there. 2-2 with 2 outs. On call time.
Steps out.
Great idea, 2-2 right now. He's going to swing and a miss at that one. And that's going to be a quick end of the inning as the Hutch Monarchs look to walk this one off, heading to the bottom of the ninth. And we'll be back after this quick break. And welcome back to the bottom of the ninth, as we do have a Pizza Hut new pitching change for the Sluggin Rebels, as we have our team leader in ERA with a 1.7, and Griffin Hewitt. You know, he's definitely been a all-star. You know, he was an all-star this year.
Yeah, he's
well-deserved.
Yeah, Hewitt, I mean, you look at him, I mean, he's left-handed pitcher, Washburn University, 5'9", not big, but boy, he can mix it up and he can pop that pitch in there. Good fastball. 170 from Highland Ranch, Colorado. Got the opportunity to meet. We both got to meet his grandma the other day. And she came to watch him play, and she's proud of him and everything. Yeah, so we all are. I mean, like you said, being an all-star. So we'll get to see what goes on here, bringing them in the bottom of the ninth.
So we got, and like I said, we dodged the top three, but now we're at Hunter Autry. He's going to be the cleanup hitter for the Hutch Monarchs, leading off. It's going to be a ball away. Hewitt's last outing was July 14th against the Aviators, where we lost 5-7. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
Well, and the thing is about him, you know, he changes speed so well, and he's so effective. And we saw him, well, the series against, the one game we went against Cheney, he was the guy who was on the mound. And
nice swing and a miss.
He just makes guys, you know, when he's on, he makes guys look terrible with their swing sometimes. That's what guys like this do. You just mix it up.
But we're talking, about rotations beforehand, and we're going to see what coach, or at least assistant coaches do. So that's going to be a check swing, but call for a ball. But we're going to see what they do if this does get sent to extra innings.
Right.
You know, you can't have Griffin out there too long.
Yeah, he's one of our top starter.
Definitely, coach probably thought they're maybe going to get a run or two. So that's going to be a Pizza of Noon strikeout for Hewitt right there, and maybe not.
No, I thought so too.
I thought that was a.
He must have fouled it.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I couldn't tell. I know he swung.
Yeah. Now it's 2-2.
Wow.
Just gonna look at
a little changeup.
A little high changeup, but now it's going to be a full count.
He works pretty fast.
It's going to be high, and that's going to be a walk. As we thought that was going to be a strikeout.
We go from what we thought was a strikeout to a walk. So it's going to be interesting. You got Clemens up, who's
second baseman, Kate Lemon.
Yeah, he's 1 for 4, 1 for 3. Sorry, he had a walk and 2 strikeouts.
That one's a little high. Ball 1. We're gonna have a visit, maybe a.
Hey, look, you got ahead real early. Then it's just like he's all of a sudden just kind of. And like we talked about, he's the type of guy that has to be effective with 2 or 3 pitches. That's what he's been most of the year. You know that.
I feel like maybe that was just a Mount visit to maybe change signals or something. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike number 1, 1-1.
It's like you said, 4-0. He's 4-0 this year. It's our top winner.
So that's going to be fouled back. Now it's 1-2. So another time Hewitt's ahead of the count.
Yeah, Carroll with our starter, he has 3 wins.
That's going to be a swing and a miss, and there is the first Pizza of Noon strikeout for Hewitt right there. We can confirm that one is a strikeout, so. Still runner at first, 1 out.
Henderson.
Now Ryan Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson's 1 for 4.
So look at inside pitch. Called a ball.
You need to just make sure, take a little look over there at first base because they can run. They're not afraid to run. Try to get that runner at second.
So that's going to be popped up, but I'll be out of play. It's going to be 1-1.
And like you and I said, you don't have to necessarily throw there, but just look at them, step off, just kind of.
Well, yeah.
Make him a little hesitant there at first base.
Yeah, I'll definitely see what, Autry does there. He's the one at first. That's going to be a ball. 2-1. But then again, you're going to be scared of. Got to be scared of Brandon Harper, who's still energetic and has still in this game as always.
The Autry's.
That's going to be strike number 2. Now it's 2-2.
And Autry's 3 for 3 in stolen bases for the year. It all depends what kind of team you have when you steal bases. You know what I'm saying? If you got great hitters, you probably don't have to steal as much. Wow.
That's going to be a strike. Oh. Yep, and that's going to be a foul tip catch, I think, by Harper.
I think that's what happened before.
So that's going to be 2 outs.
Right fielder, Alex Birch.
Oh, Birch
now
pitch hitting.
Yeah, now we got Alex Birch. He came in inning before for a defensive sub at right field. Came in for John Jenkins. There you go. So
that's kind of interesting, especially you put in a guy lefty against lefty.
So now it's going to be 1-0. He watches that ball, but we'll see what Birch does here. It's going to be called a strike. 1-1.
Birch had a couple of hits, 2 for 4 yesterday.
One and 1, 2 outs. So that would have been a pretty deadly ball if that was towards the left, more left or more right over there, but I'll be fouled off. Now it's 1 and 2. So far, all 3 batters that have, or all 4 batters that have Hewitt's face, he's been ahead of. He walked 1 as that ball's going to be sent towards left field, and Henry's going to be right under that.
Good job by Henry.
And with that, we head into extra innings.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, like you said, what they do at Hewitt, because I don't know. It's kind of a thing where you're going for the win. You want to, but you also know that he's your starting pitcher, your top pitcher, and you might want to get him, whatever they're going to do. I'm sure Coach Olson and staff talked about it, that he'll be ready for Saturday. So, it's still early enough. Just they want full strength so we can go some extra innings if we need to. When you get into the playoffs, there's like you were talking about, it's a whole different story than a regular season game or something, because there might not be it tomorrow.
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll see what happens.
After that, we'll take a quick break as we head to the top of the 10th.
Palmer just needs to keep going to the right side.
Yeah, we're back in the 10th inning. Palmer leading off with Easton right behind him.
Yeah, he's got some confidence going right here.
Yeah, especially after that inside the park home run.
Working inside on him now.
Strike number 1.
And you can see right here, Jerry, just watch the catcher and see how they're setting up. We're right on top of him here, it seems like.
Worker Shaw goes a little inside, but nice pitch by Worker Shaw, but we call for a ball.
Well, it's like you were saying, it's tough to find out like the height of the pitch. We're looking down on it.
Yeah, when you're looking down, it's kind of tough to see how high or how low that pitch was. Yeah, it's 2-1.
Guys that have been here for years, like Steve Carpenter, he could tell where that strike zone is here. Many years. My old buddy here.
Palmer's going to swing at that. High ball.
That was definitely away, so we'll see what they're going to do here.
Now it's 2-2. See what Palmer does right here. Palmer, he is swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout for Wickershaw.
Second baseman, Easton Elliott.
So now we got Easton Elliott up.
Yeah, we can in the top of the lineup, so Easton's been kind of a spark plug kind of guy, and we can use that right now.
Beeson can get on base. Then we have Caleb Hill at the leadoff for the top of the order, and that'll be great to have, especially with one out. It's gonna be a little too high. Ball number 1.
Straight up 10 o'clock.
Yep, we've been live streaming for about 3 hours.
Yep.
Just gonna look at strike number 1, 1-1. Elliott.
Wow.
Swings at a
He took
pretty
big-
high one. That's going to be 1-2 now.
He takes some good cuts. I mean, I'm not sure that was a strike, but I mean, it was a good cut. It's a little high,
Now it's 1-2.
but
One
he's-
out.
But he does make some 2-strike approaches. I mean, he works on it.
That's good. That ball's going to just hit the front of the plate. Now it's 2-2. Sluggin Rebels have 8 hits compared to the Monarchs' 10. Still a tied ball game, 7-7. Just gonna look at
That's
that one.
like Wickersham. I'm thinking of some of these guys. They got so many pitchers and everything. They come in. They're all pretty good. They all come in and
Looking at the stats,
Yeah.
especially,
that's,
full count. That ball's going to be popped up towards left field, and we'll see if he make a play right there, and he will. So that was Will Stark.
have to do with 2 outs now.
So now we got Caleb Hill. And that's one of the dangerous things Rebels do not have at home is the final inning.
Right. Yeah. Being a visitor.
You always have that fear of getting walked off.
Well, that's you try to get something going, and then hopefully get them out. I mean, that's the tough part, especially winning here. It's a tough place to win. I've had some battles as a coach here.
2 outs. Hill will hit this one towards left field, and that'll be a
Easy
right under
fly.
Starks, and
Yep.
Starks will end the inning right there after those 2 fly balls towards left field.
Well, they've done a good job. They actually have gotten out 9 straight of our hitters.
Yeah.
9 straight. So I mean, that's it's tough because you're trying to get that one run, get the lead off, which we did earlier in this game. We were getting the leadoff guy on pretty well. I mean, pretty good. So we'll see what happens. And guess who's back out on the mound?
Griffin Hewitt.
Griffin Hewitt. Yep.
We'll take a quick break and be right back. Welcome to the bottom of the 10th, as we got
Jenner Steele.
the first baseman, Jenner Steele, leading off. Like we said, 8 and 9 hole. Going to be a pretty crucial outs as
Oh, yeah, because you know what, that top.
We know what happens when the top three are up when people are on. That ball's going to be fouled back. Strike number 1 for Hewitt.
He's done a great job, though. What, you know, the thing about Hewitt, he doesn't show any fear, does he? I mean, he just comes, doesn't matter who he's playing against.
0-1. That was a nice pitch right there from Hewitt, but it's just a little outside now. So now it's a 1-1.
Yeah, he was really upsetting in that outing against Hayesville last week.
That ball is another foul.
Yeah, he wasn't as sharp and everything. He didn't get the loss in or anything like that, but he wasn't what he's been. And he didn't have his control, but he battled. Yeah, if you remember that, he battled.
1-2. That ball's going to be hit towards Gerard, and he'll get right in front of that, and he'll make the play right there, and that's going to be a nice out right there from Gerard.
That's what Gerard does. Just nice. Gets those feet set, get him lined up to first base. Has a strong arm.
Well, start.
Yeah, Stark scored. Now Stark has scored twice. He's got 2 hits. They get it on an error. Like I said, when he gets up, he got the top of the lineup up, so he's had a good opportunity to score. So this is a key right here.
Starks has been pretty good out in the outfield at left field. Let's look at ball number 1.
He's not missing by much, though.
He is.
You notice
come
that?
close, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're wow.
One and one the count.
Just looking at the flag out there, it's
Completely dead.
Yep. See, like right there.
High,
Yeah,
2-1.
kind of a little hesitation there, like what you could tell a little bit of hesitation.
Yeah, trying to see is like, come on, yeah.
Just on the throwback.
That's going to be a foul tip, and
You see how he mixed it up, and when he throws that fastball, though, it looks so much faster.
Yeah, like you said, Hewitt's there to makes some of those pitches make the batters look silly, and that's probably one of them. Is Starks really reached for that one, fouled it off, but now it's 2-2, 1 out. So
Wow,
that's going to be a strike out for a Hewitt, and that's a similar pitch or a similar swing from last time. So that's going to be another Pizza Hut strikeout for Hewitt.
Center fielder, Elaine Brewster.
And now we got Elaine Brewster.
Brewster's like 1 for 5, I believe. Let's double check. It's hard to read right here.
So that's 1-0 for ball number 1. That ball's hit straight towards Easton, and he still make the play right there, and
Wow,
he'll be caught out. Yep. That's a great way for Hewitt to end off the top of or bottom of the 10th, and now we head to the top of the 11th. Still your score being 7-7 as the scoreboard at Hobart Detter Field resets.
Wow.
And
Well, I hope you didn't have any dinner plans, Jared, or
no, no.
no, just
Dinner plans consist of going to a 24-hour Burger King, probably.
yeah, right down the street down here. We'll
Yep.
go to McDonald's or something, or Sonic, down the street.
And with that, we'll take a quick break as we head to the top of the 11th. looking back to the top of the 11th as we have Ethan Guerra up to the plate with, we have a good solid 3 up with Guerra, Gerard, and then Owens. Guerra, like we said, or we didn't say, we're saying during break, we're looking at the stats. Guerra's a 1 for 5. So he's definitely due up, it seems like. It's, look at ball number 1.
Yeah, Garrett's, patient. He'll make pitchers work. He'll take a walk, and that's kind of what we need right now.
Wickersham gets Guerra to foul that one off towards the left side.
Kind of jammed in.
1-1.
Please return all foul balls to the concession stand. Thank you. No free spot for you.
As Guerra
Wow, Guerra
hits
got
his
into
ball
that.
deep to right field, and this will be over the head of the right fielder. And Guerra's rounding second, and he's going to stop and get a stand up.
That's wise.
And get a double, and he's looking at the ball's
good.
thrown a little over, but
And it's a good call by Coach Jones.
oh yeah,
He told me that he gets too aggressive sometimes, but he also, I said, well, you really don't want to make the first out at third base either, something like that. So, but I mean, that's great. Great play. That's what we needed.
is that double sponsored by Midway Motors of Newton?
Yeah, he took a fastball, it looked like inside high fastball too, and just drove that.
Yeah, that was a nice piece. The pitch before, I thought if Guerra was just on that a little bit quicker, that would have been a deep center ball.
Now, here's what I was saying as a coach. I'd sit there and go, do what you have to do your job, whatever. Get him over to third, whatever it takes.
Yep. Garrett's second with Gerard up, and Garrett can take that big lead. As you can see on your screen, Garrett's about like halfway to third, it feels like, but no one's going to check him back.
Yeah, that's where a coach is talking to him, and you can kind of see corner of your eye, too. You can see second base. But you got to keep an eye on the pitcher right here.
As we're looking. And Gerard will pop that one up deep. It's not going to be deep enough, but right field will be right under that and stop Gerard there.
Whoa.
And that ball gets past.
Yeah, that was unwise throw right there.
You just did not want that right now.
No.
You had him held up at second already. Why do you throw to third?
F9, E9.
That's definitely
And that's going to be
E9.
the 5th error for Hutch. And, I mean, we talked with people up here, and they're saying this is probably the most errors they've had so far.
That's one of the things. Like I said, you just got to hit your cut off. That's all you had to do right there. Garrett wasn't going anywhere. But the thing is, we talked about we didn't get him over.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, Gerard didn't do his job. I mean, he got the fly ball, but it wasn't far enough.
It wasn't deep enough.
Deep
but
enough. So
luckily, you got that one. You kind of see on the screen how deep that infield is. So
now Connor Owens is right here. He's got to just put the ball in play. The infield's in. This little base hit.
Right, but Gerard does have some speed. Or sorry, not Gerard, Guerra. So he kind of strays away from that one. That's going to be a strike.
He kind of stepped out of it. He gave up on it, and it was right in there.
That's going to be strike number 2. He's facing an 0-2 count with 1 out. And
let's see right here. He's got to choke up, and this.
Any ball close. And that's what he wanted right there. Is that ball is going to be fouled out towards the right side.
Yeah.
But you saw, he
needs
stepped
to be a little
into
he's ready to jump in there. Relax. Just breathe and
kind of stepped forward.
Yeah.
He wanted.
So
like
he's
we said,
antsy right now. And
any ball close, you just don't want to strike out right here. See, he just strikes out, and that's going to be drop 3 strike, and he'll tag him, and that's going to be 2 outs with a man on third. And I mean, this is where Micah Dvorak needs to come up in these.
Actually, I think it's.
Or sorry, it's Jack Little.
The Jack Little,
Jack
they
Little
came in
for Clark Henry.
But situations that we just haven't really been really good at.
We'll see what Jack Little has here. I mean, this will be a. He lays off strike number 1. 0-1 count, and field's back to their normal positions as they don't need to worry about a bunt.
No, right now Littles needs to get a good old hit.
A little high, 1-1.
Either that or we get a pass ball or wild pitch or something just to get him in.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, if we don't score here, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
You know, we got the 2 and 3 hole. We've been responsible for about five of those 7 runs. Little lays off the outside pitch. So now it's 2-1. He's ahead of the count.
But that's the thing that we've been talking about. I mean, all season just executing, getting that run in, putting the ball in play.
Jack Little.
Now here's a chance to step up.
Looks at that low one. Now it's going to be 3-1.
And you're right. He's got a good hitter behind him, in Dvorak.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens here with 3-1.
We'll see.
Either cough up the walk and
pitch to
Dvorak.
Yeah,
but
like we thought, it's got to be a good, strong hit.
This is a righty versus righty advantage, as Dvorak is a lefty, and he does take the walk. So now you got a favorable matchup for the Sluggin Rebels with a lefty versus righty. And great at bat for
yeah, that was great being down.
Jack Little.
Yeah.
But we'll see what Dvorak does here. I mean, the shortstop and second baseman are a little deeper than usual because Dvorak has gotten those hits like that.
Yeah, Dvorak's 1 for 4, scored twice.
That's what you need right now. 2 outs, right on first and third.
Whoa.
A little inside.
Yeah, it's real close.
1-0.
They don't have anybody in the bullpen right now, so they're riding it out right here.
Harper's next up. 1-0. He's going to take a nice swing at that one, but just missed. 1-1.
These are the situations that you want to be in as a baseball player. You want to get that RBI, get that, let's get a good pitch to hit, go with it. Don't try to do too much.
Get a feel-good hit right now. 1-1 for Dvorak as he steps out, and that's what you need.
Step out. Don't
take as much time as you want.
Sometimes I think our guys just jump right in there real quick, and, umpires are going to, there's no 20-second clock right here.
That's going to be high.
Yep.
That's going to be 2-1 now.
You know what I'm saying? No, you don't have the 20-second clock. You can take your time a little and
and
call time and
take as much time as you want. Don't try to rush anything.
Right. Everybody's so intimidated by the umpire going, "Hey, come on, hurry up!" You don't have to do it that quick.
2-1. Lays off that one. Great layoff right there from Dvorak. 3-1. So there's still a big crowd out here for.
Oh yeah,
Hutch. I mean, you can hear them.
And they're into it. They're boisterous, whatever you want to call it. They're into it. That's one thing I like about the fans here.
Hitters count right now. That ball's going to be popped up towards the left field, and that's just going to be caught on foul
that's
territory.
A 3-1. You need to drive that, and it just wasn't there.
And with that leads to the bottom of the 11th. As your score is still tied 7-7. And now we need Hewitt to step up here as we got Joey Barron and Sawyer Thornhill right next up, and it's going to be dangerous. But we'll take a quick break and see how this unfolds. Yeah, welcome back to the bottom of the 11th. So we got Joey Barron up against Griffin Hewitt. So this is going to be a great matchup right here.
Yeah.
And especially against Thornhill. Griffin's arguably our best pitcher right now,
Well,
stats-wise. And
you look at, like I said, Barron, and like I said, the 3 and 4 scored 5 of the runs, 5 of the 7 runs.
Barron looks down, strike number 1.
It's the dangerous part
This
right
is
here.
yeah, this is dangerous. And man, this has been a battle of a game so far for both teams. I mean, whew,
Yeah,
getting a little too ahead of myself.
But see how he steps out. It steps out of the box.
Because now Barron's facing 0-2 count.
And that's what I think you do. When you get 0-2, get out of there. Get your head, get the pitchers ready to throw. Get them off his.
That ball's going to be a little way in the dirt, 1-2.
Crowd steer, like you said, making a lot of noise.
1-2. As that ball is crushed towards left field. And Jack Little's there to make the play. That ball looked like it was about to carry a little,
no,
but
it's not. Yeah, for that flag not moving, it's sure not carrying, is it?
Yeah, and there we go. I mean, there's one stop right there.
Yeah, now you got
we
this.
just gotta get Thorne, who's what we say he's 5 for 5 or 5 for 6.
I'd say Thornhill is a thorn in our side. How's that one? You like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's true.
So he looks away at ball number 1.
Hope people are into this game, having fun, watching.
So now it's 2-0.
Yeah, I remember when I was coaching against them one summer. Like I said, we came here. It's a doubleheader. Played our regular 7-inning games. The next one was like 12.
Wow. I mean,
And
great layoff right there from Thorne.
It was like 2 in the morning. And the crowd is, some beer night that they had. So you can imagine how it was.
That ball's in the dirt. That's gonna be a walk. So Thornhill does make on base. Does make it on base, but it's not a hit.
Yep.
So double play still. Double play now in action.
Autry.
Hunter Autry, the cleanup hitter, looking to walk this off. I mean, that's his name, cleanup hitter. Looking to clean up this game. 5 errors for the Monarchs today, and that just shows how impressive they are.
Oh yeah.
5 errors and still a tied game. So that ball's low in the dirt. Ball number 1. No one is warming up for the Rebels. So it seems like they might just have Hewitt try and go as far as he can. As that ball is deep towards right field.
If it's enough, is it?
And it might be enough. And it'll be caught. Oh, it'll be bobbled.
Yeah, that one
That's
played right.
It's going to be a bobble.
Yeah, I thought he was going to catch that. He got to the fence, it looked like. But
Yeah, it was close, and that's Micah Dvorak out there. Tough play.
Well, here it is. Now you got to play situation. Now you got to have infield in. You got to have your outfield come in.
So that is going to count for a hit. But that was a tough play for Dvorak. His back was against the fence on that one, and intentional walk right now. So now bases are loaded. As this brings up Ryan Henderson. So now we got
the third baseman, Ryan Henderson.
Smart double play or smart intentional walk.
Well, right now you got to you go home, go to try to get out of this. You're going to forget about trying to turn 2 up the middle right now, but you got to sit there and the tough part is on Hewitt because he's got to throw. If he walks him, the game's over. So he's got to sit there and
steps off.
But yeah, I thought that ball should have been caught. It was hung up there for quite a while.
Yeah, but I think it was still a tough play as Henderson takes a big swing and a miss, 1-1 now.
Right. And I'm sure I'll talk to Mike about it and see what he thought because he's usually pretty sure on those pop flies like that. That was a good hard hit.
Henderson 'Cause that inside pitch, and that ball almost
Yeah, I thought it might have hit
got
him.
away. But now it's 2-1. Two one with one out. It's gonna be inside now, so now it's 3-1, and so this is where this intentional walk might bite you. 3-1, and that's gonna end the game. That's gonna end the game right there after the walk right there, and that's gonna be a walk off, or
That's a tough game. It looked like a close pitch right there. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty close. That
was a great pitch right there from Hewitt, but a great layoff by Henderson. As that's going to be a tough one.
All right. Well, we'll. So tomorrow we'll be meeting. And it will be out there. It's going to be a fun day, and we'll get everybody out there, and it's going to be a special day. It's our last regular season game. But
final thoughts and.
Yeah, I mean, on this one, we battled, especially from the situation that happened last night with the 15 runs, 1 inning. I was kind of wondering how we're going to come back, and I thought we came back. It's just we had that drought at the end, where we just weren't getting runners on, and then when we did have the opportunity, I don't know. I don't know if we change our approach or whatever, but just something that we just got to keep battling, and hopefully we pull it all together here this next week.
Yeah, and my quick thoughts are really – like I announced, I think about right as we head into extra innings, it seemed like we're just giving up.
Right.
He had it tied and just seemed like we're swinging. We're not really waiting.
Yeah, I don't think we're giving up. Sometimes we don't have the patience or whatever. Whatever.
Especially when it's tied.
But I think some of it's just the execution. Just like when we need the fly ball, when we need to move a runner, and of course you got to sit there and go. And these guys all been coached. They're from. I know some of their college coaches, and I know they preach that. But it's up to them to come out here and do the job.
But with that, they'll do it for me. And Carb, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors and everyone watching us, and we'll talk about it more tomorrow. Definitely, it's going to be our last home game. And,
lots coming on. Come out, catch the promotions.
Yep. And with that, I think that'll do it for us.
That sounds good.
And we'll be saying goodbye from Hobart Detter Field.
The final score.
And your final score is Sluggin Rebels 7 and the Hutch Monarchs 8 after a walk-off from Henderson, Ryan Henderson on that one.
On a walk. Walk-off walk.
Yeah. But with that, that'll do it for us. Good night.
All right.